Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Jtraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related content and much more. Also, I already see you in the building. Jenna, I already see y'all in the building, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Nadia, thank you so much for joining me too as well. Guys, let's get ready to rock and roll and see what the market has what already has presented to us already before the FOMC meeting takes place tomorrow. I did go over a few breaking points in my Discord. I went over a few breaking points on my Patreon. Let me go to this real quick. So a lot of times, and now you know this as well, and also y'all know this as well, that the things that I sent to you guys on the Jtraedz lobby, that I don't all put into the the free area, because again, these for paid members and for people that pay for the services. So that's why I go give y'all as much detail as possible, and I put what I can on the other side of the Discord. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I put out on a morning basis, guys. So for today, where is the date of that? I did put out the Jtraedz data. This is my Patreon real quick right now, guys. So as far as the pre-market prep for the day, I did alert, what was that? This is the news alert right here. So as far as SPY charting, I did say, guys, I said as of now, we are in a continuation downtrend starting with last Friday's highs into this week's Monday and Tuesday setup. I said long as what we need to do is retain 682 for that possible push and retest back above 85. Now, if those buys could hold 85, yes, we have that ideal target that we want to go back up towards the 88. That'll put us back in the range of 685 to 688. On the short side, I say that you need to retain 685, right? Short side, I said for that possible potential pullback down towards 682. Ideal level is going to be back down towards 680 to 678. Excuse me. We did have NVIDIA in them as far as in the top gainers, but then we kind of started to pull back a little bit on the video, but we'll go over it in a few. And Tesla wound up becoming a top gainer, so we wound up getting right back above 440, right into the 450s, and we're gonna go over that as well. And I did put the alerts, and I also will put up the pictures for sure to show everybody. So this was this morning that I did post. You can see the level or the range that we were in before. We had these tops right around this 684 level, 684.90, or you might as well round it up to 685. To the bottoms around 682. So as I stated this morning, I said as long as we can retain the 682 level, what we want to do is push our way back up to retesting the 685, and we'll go over that as well. After that, let me close this one out. Let me close this one out. Also posted all the different price points from Meta, Tesla, Apple, AMD, Google, NVIDIA. And again, see with Tesla, we was way down. We had pulled back. We was like in the 435s, 436. But then we wind up getting right back into the 440s, up into the 450s. We wind up getting that reversal back to the upside. So that's why I went ahead and posted, if you notice, on the my list right here. Let me go back to it real quick. That on my list right here that I put for Tesla, key targets. Get back above 445. That was gonna be target number 1, up to what? 450. So that's why I posted. And as you can see right here, look at what Tesla's doing. We got it back above what? 440. Pushed our way back up to what? 450. The key target that I initially alerted you guys about. SPY, I told you, as long as we held around that 682 level, look for that possible push back up to retest around 685. We did get a little push. We didn't hold. Buyers couldn't hold at the time. We got a nice little pullback on down. Couldn't hold his gains. But we did get that push up to 685. We did get that. So I think we came up as high as what? Almost like 685.50-ish? A little bit below that. Sid, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. So, but yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the difference, guys, on my Discord. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all right here in real time. God dang, I'm trying to minimize it. Oh, there we go. So, okay, when we on mines on my Discord, don't think that I'm not putting out all information. Which one? I'll go into it. But yeah, guys. So on the general chat, I'm not gonna put everything because again, I do have to pertain to my paid members as well. So under Jtraedz, which is the paid members, this is where I put all the information at. So if y'all notice right here, I got all the information for today's date. I got the market prep, pre-market prep right here. Bam. For the 9th, I got all the information that I posted on Patreon that I put on the LX Traders. These is for paying members. So I have to treat them a little different because they paying for a different type of content. So I have to tend to them first. So in which I do put all valuable information, from earnings to chart patterns to anything you can think of that I post out. I put out everything you can think of, I post here. So I don't want people to think that I'm not posting nothing on Discord. I am, but it's just in a different lobby, which is underneath LX Traders. So you can clearly see, I put everything. Literally put everything. Every breakdown, everything you can think of. I put it right here. All right, so how do you add the highlighted channel study? Well, you talking about this, Queen? I put my own lines here. If this is what you're talking about, I'll put my own lines. I just change the colors to it. Like, I'll just take this little tool right here, just with the little money symbol with the underline underneath it. I just take that, and I can place a line. Like, for example, just do this, figure out what price point I want to use, and I can just change the color to it. And that's basically all I do. And you can change the prices up here. So yeah, all I do is just use that. But yeah, I make my own lines. Yeah, so I do that myself. That's how I do it. Yeah, that's me doing that. And how do I figure those things out? Just based off of movements. Like, all I do is look at after hours, pre-markets. All I do is put the lines right across the board that make sense, or areas that we need to break for the upside. And then I look at the previous levels and put them at the bottoms and make a range. And that's pretty much all I did. All I did yesterday, Aussie, was take yesterday's bottoms right around this 682 level, because I like to round it. 682, and you can clearly see from 682 we ran up as high as. Wait, between the red and green level? Are you talking about the trend line, or are you talking about this little pink line right here? I just want to make sure I'm on the right page with you, because I want to help out as much as I can. As far as CRWV guys, we are still holding up 88.50. That was and I'm gonna break down CRWV too, on why I made the trades that I made on that as well. So I'm gonna break that down too. She said the highlighted. Oh, you talking about the box? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. The box. The square. This. I got it. No. I see what you're talking about. You talking about the box? You talking about this? Yeah. Yeah. You talking about this? Yeah. All I do is take a square. I had to think about what you're talking about. Yeah. Go to this little. Yeah. Yeah. You just go to this little square here, the rectangle, and all you do is start from the tops, click it, and drag it, and that's it. And that's really all you do. See? And then once you do that, you can change it whatever color you want to change it to. If you want to do like green, you can change it green. See, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, I just take it's a rectangle tool. That's what I do. That is a rectangle tool. I do that. But I don't need it. The reason why I do that is just that's just to help other traders, doing my live stream or doing my breakdowns. Yeah, that's all it is, Queen. Yeah. And like I said, I just do that for my live streams. I already know my lines. But I just do this to let traders know, or because sometimes they'll look at the lines, like what I have right here as far as the range, and still not pay attention to it. Like, they'll still ask, well, how we gonna go? What's the range? And I'm like, man, let me just highlight it so they can see it, so they can clearly see bottoms, tops. So they can just clearly see the range. So once they get once they get used to that box, they understand is okay. Now we need to, again, we're looking on the long side, we need to break out of the box. And we're looking out on the short side, we know we need to crack the box. So that's why I just do that for live stream purposes. And, when I post pictures, that's why. Right now, guys, CRWB off of that 88.50 still looking good. And I will show y'all my chart setup on CRWB on why I liked it on the long side. And Nadia is for you as well. Let me show you what I use. So this is what I do for my CRWV and any other trades. How I make it easy for me. Do the same. See right here. Honestly, I do the same exact thing. On my other one that I used to trade with, all I do is just for this one, and anybody can do this. And and also we went over this. All you do is just take off your pre-market and your after hours and just have your intradays together, and that's all I do. That's how I figure out the moves. That's all I do. Put all my intradays together. I put my my areas of resistance and my areas of support, and that's just really what I do. That's really how I trade it. That's just really how I trade it. I understand what the tops is, I understand what the bottoms is, and and that's just really how I trade my I trade different stocks from and the ones that I mainly focus on is CLWV. I use SPX from time to time and SPY. Those are my main go-tos what I watch. But as you can see right here on my CLWV, you can see now, guys, we are breaking out of this range now. We're breaking above 888.50 because 888.50 was once what? Resistance. Now pulling up to the upside. Okay, what's the next possible and target level? Intended level. So we go to my 12-hour time frame down here. I can see right here that we are pushing up towards that 91. So and this is another way that I trade. Like I would use my 5-minute time frame, and I'll just use my 12-hour time frame just to kind of understand, okay, the psychological levels, how far we can go. Because you got to keep in mind, this green candle, these two green candles, all it does is represent the movement in here. That's it. This movement, intraday movement for the day, all it is these two candles together. Well, this one candle because we haven't closed yet. This green candle here just represents this, the first half of the market's movement. So that means the first half of the market movement is moving up, right? So the first half before 1 o'clock, we're trying to push our way up towards 91. So we know for sure that buyers are trying to break above 90 and try to go for that continuation push towards the upside. And we can see right here clearly that 91 is going to be this little area here that we're going to have a little bit of trouble, a little bit of interference. And once we break above that price point, we know that sky's the limit from there. So that's all I do, guys, to just understand my ranges. Once I start to understand my ranges, my setups, I know what levels we need to break above, and understand my direction, I just play the direction. Like, after we fell, this is CRWV. After we fell, all I did was just pay close attention to the transition. So that's telling me right now it's bullish still. So still go for bullish opportunities. So what I do is instead of chasing the tops, sometimes I look for like red-green candles. I like red candles. Red candle pullbacks, but that transition red to green. That's what I like. I like where I can buy low and sell high. So instead of chasing up where I know we're about to run possibly into resistance, I'm gonna wait for a nice little pullback, understand where those bottoms can be for the possible next move on, up towards the upside. So I can either use this chart to understand where the bouncing could be, or I can just use my 5-minute time frame to understand where for the pullback levels, which right here, where do we pull back to and bounce? Right around 88.50 for the next leg up. So, and that's really all I do, is just try to understand and put the pieces of the puzzle together to understand the direction. Like, okay, Nadia, Aussie, and Sid, all y'all have to do, and this is simple. Take your days and put them together, especially if you're trading options, right? Options, we know that we don't really deal with after hours and pre-market. You deal with a little bit of after hours, like for about 15 minutes, but that's it. All I do is take out the pre-markets, to take out the after hours, and just primarily use my intraday, put them together, put them like a puzzle piece to get in that direction. Okay, think about it. Today is Tuesday, right? Yesterday was Monday. You put both of these days together, what is it giving you? An uptrend. And another thing that brought to my attention was like a gap fill. So I noticed that too. So after Friday's dump on off, going into Monday, we had a gap down. And then after I seen that we held right around $80 level, we got that pushback on up, I knew that we had a potential little gap fill towards the upside. That was another thing that I saw. So once we filled that up, got that break back above these highs, here we go. And look, bam, see the move? But you see how easy it is to read it, like without making it too complicated, just to understand, how to navigate or trade through a range and so forth. Like what it was Friday. Your range was pretty much between 85, 88. Pretty much, that's what the range was. After 88 got rejected at the end of Friday, we dumped underneath 88, underneath 85, came down as low as 80. So that created a gap fill down. Once we wind up getting the bottom, 80, we wind up getting our way back above what? 85. Then we got back above 85. The next key level on up is going to be what? 80, because that's your resistance. Now look at, once you put your 2 days together, look the pattern, uptrend. But you see how easy it is to read without making it complicated? Just put your days together and bam. And look at the uptrend, telling you everything that the market is doing. Going from bottoms to this mid area, putting us back in this range of 85, 88, break above 88, now doing what? Creating a new range. And also looking at the 12-hour time frame, we knew what we can push up to is what? 91. So you see how I put my charts together and it makes sense? How it helps me out? That's it. I mean, you can do that for any stock. You can do that for anything. You can do that for SPY. You can do that with Tesla. You can do that with, and this is what I use on my side that you can't see. This is what I use to trade with. So I would use my 5-minute time frame. I cut out the pre-market, cut out the after hours, and I'll just focus on my patterns. I focus on my price points. I focus on my ranges to understand how can I get into this play? What's the next level? How can I not put myself in a position of chasing? How can I, and that's what I do. And I just make it as easy as possible. Now that we know that we're broken above 88.50, now we know this could be a potential bottom. Now we have to understand now where the tops is in this new range setup. So now, here we go, guys. It's 1 o'clock. You got the new candle opening up. So that means this is the second half of the market. So we already done with this green candle, which represents bullishness. That's good. So now we want to see, okay, where we're going to go now for the second half of the market. So that means that, okay, once we break above 91, how can we play this? We have these key levels here. That's going to be up around 88.50, up to 100 to 102. So in other words, we know that we can fill this possible little gap fill. This little area up here. Once we get above 91, look at all the space and opportunities. 95, up to 100. Up to 102, going into a new channel. So what we're gonna do is take this block off, I'll move it up, create a new range. So all we're gonna do is do this to see, okay, once we get above this 91 level, can we maintain 91 and get this nice little fill in between? So again, longs, the goal is to take out whatever shorts took out, whatever they took away from the buyers. So now what we want to do is reverse. So instead of red, we want to see red to green. So all we want to do in reality with CRWV is see a nice U-shaped pattern. So that just like we went down in red, we want to go up in green because we want to collect everything back that the sellers took away from the buyers. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All you want to do is see this nice shape. Guys, you see it for yourself. Look at the range. Look at the setup. Look at this. Red to green. U-shaped pattern. Sellers to buyers. So, but you understanding the pattern ahead of time. So you start to know, okay, how you should position yourself, right? And that's pretty much it. And you can do this and use this same thought process with anything. You can do that with any stock, any chart, whatever is your preference. Do the same exact thing with it. So that's why I don't hop from stock to stock to stock to stock. I use the ones that I can understand because every stock has a personality. Once I understand the personality to SPY, CRWV, I play it. That's just like people that know how to play Tesla, people that know how to play Nvidia, people that know how to play Apple. It's the same exact thing, same exact thought process. Understanding the personality of it, understand the transition, whether you're on an uptrend, downtrend, bullish, bearish, understand that direction first and foremost. And it's pretty much clear running. Again, put your days together. Monday, Tuesday, together gave you what? An uptrend. It's pretty much telling you the direction and who's taking over. Bulls. It's pretty much telling you. After the dump on off, we're now going to a new week. Monday and Tuesday is doing what? Upside, uptrending. So it's telling you exactly what it's doing. So we done broke above certain key levels. Now we're creating a new range. What are we doing now? We're going up. And again, you can use this thought process with any stock. Like, let me bring up, let me look at SPY real quick. Like SPY, on the other hand, see, I do it for SPY too. I still got my line set up. Let me go to my, all right, cool. So, as you notice, I got my range already set up for SPY. So I know what levels that we need to get back up to. Because once you get back above that, that 85, I know how far we can push up towards 88 because I know where the tops is and tops is located. So right now we got a small little transition. If y'all noticed from Monday's movement, we came on down after Friday. We went from Friday, Monday, had a downtrend. Now going into Tuesday, you can clearly see the transition trying to go into an uptrend. So, look at that. Look what SPY's telling you what it's doing. All about putting your days together. Look at this. From Friday to Monday, clearly told you, downtrend. From Monday into Tuesday, you can clearly see that it's trying to transition, that it's trying to break out. You already broke out of the downtrend, now transitioning to an uptrend. So now what you do is take another, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a duplicate copy of this line and I'm gonna reverse the line now. So now instead of being a downtrend, I'm gonna flip it to an uptrend. So now we can focus this way. So let me do away with this one real quick. I'm gonna just darken it out just in case, we need it later, if we do pull back, like a hard pullback. But right now we're gonna focus on the transition. Mondays towards the Monday close. Look at this. Look what we held. We held right at 682. Look right here. And look, we held at 682 before in the past. Look right here. 82. Up to what? 83. Going in yesterday. 82. Back up to what? 83. Last time we held these key levels, how far did we push back up to? From 85 to 88. So all we do now, we already got the bottoms covered. Now the goal is to get back into this range. So we know what we're doing as of now going into tomorrow. So we know what SPY is doing. So we know SPY is transitioning from a downtrend now to like. So ladies, do you see it? Do you see this? I'm saying when I'm breaking down. Do you ladies see this? And I'm also, let me go to my spot chart too. Oh, my 12 hour. Where we at on that one? How we looking on this bad boy? Go to my 180. All right. All right, let's see.
I said 87 cents. Yeah, I'm talking notes.
Okay, but yeah, but just notice that. Okay, so like I said, all I did was, I mean, again, for the charts that I look at when I'm trading, all I do is really just take off the pre-market and after hours. I focus primarily on intradays. So all I did again, as I told you, is put my intradays together. And right here, this is SPY. Because again, if we look from Friday into Monday, what did it create by putting your days together? A downtrend, right? Okay. Then we held the bottoms, and let me move it down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it down towards I'm gonna move my price point down to I'll just say 82. I'll put it down 82 for right now. I'm gonna put it 82. Alright, boom. So right here, we held 82. You can clearly see this. And then we go back. What did we hold? Did we hold 82 before? Yes. Look right here. 82, 82, 82, up to 83 level. So look right here. Monday, what did we hold? 82, 82, back above 83. And notice the transition. Friday, Monday, going into Tuesday. Look at the transition. Look at this. So we know what buyers are trying to do going in from Tuesday into Wednesday. So if we could get back above 85, look how much room we have to run to the upside. We know what certain levels that we got to take out before we get to 88. We know up here we got to take out this 87-ish level because when we ran up towards 87, we got rejected. 87, we got rejected. So we know once we get above 85, clear that floor. Now we can focus on the upside. Now we can focus on taking out these price points. So once we get above 85, then we know we have to take out 86.50, 87, and then once we break above these key levels on up, what's going to be the next one? Up towards that 88 level. So that'll give us that nice reversal back up to the upside. We break above 88, that'll break us out of this range and now creating a new range. So the goal right now is to get back in the range. I mean, you was in this range before. You notice, look right here, that Aussie brought up about my little highlight. So okay, notice the range. We was in this range temporarily, right? We fell out of the range. Fell all the way back down towards 682. Now what buyers are trying to do is get back in that range. Because you fell out of the channel, you want to go back into the channel. So we already had a channel crack. We want to see a channel break out. So that's going to be the next thing that we want to see. So let me draw it out real quick. Rectangle. All right. Right about here. All right, cool. So right here, we want to go back in this range. So what we want to do is get back into this little level, hold this 685, get back this way. We want to go for this channel breakout. That's what we want to see. We want to get back up, hold the 685, take out 687, right here that level, up towards that 688 and create a new high of day. So we want to pretty much pass through this channel and create a new range. That's what we want to do. We want to get back into it. We want to bypass it and create a new range. So that's the goal. That's what we want to do for right now. And this is SPY. This is what we want to do for SPY going into tomorrow, into Thursday, Friday. So we want to definitely continue this movement up. So we want to break back into 85. We want to take out 87, take out 88, and so forth. So that's what we want to do. So you kind of see that we're kind of stumbling just a little bit underneath 85, but we are still holding this ascending triangle pattern, if y'all can see. But that's why we need to get back above 85. Hold 84, go for that break above 85 and put us back in this range. But, however, you also got to look at it on the downside too. If push comes to shove and we don't get back above 85, then we got to look at this old range here. So that means that we got to take this level. If we don't break out, we got to look at the lower side. So that means we got to take this level here and move it down this way. Bam. So that means that, see, that's why 85 is going to be key, why we need to get above it. So that can act as support and act as resistance. Right now, 85 is resistance at this time. So the old range in between is 85 to 82. That's the level right here, 85, 82. So the goal is to move above 85 from 85 to 88. So that's what we want to do. So we want to move from this range up to this range. That's the goal if we being long buyers about it and looking at it for the long side. So we know that's going to be key. And plus, getting above 85 is going to put us above this 200-day moving average. That's going to put us back on the bullish side of things and get us above the VWAP. So that's why 85, guys, is going to be so very important that we get above that price point. If you are long buyers and you're looking for the long side. As far as right now, though, going into the second half of the candle, second half of the market, I mean, I know we didn't successfully get all the way back above, what is this, almost around 84.60. Upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow. But God, that's why we got a little bit of resistance above our heads right now. That's going to be the only issue. So that's why I said I always, things that I may not see on my 5 minute, I'll look down here towards my 12-hour time frame just to kind of look at the psychological levels. So see how the way that we are acting on the 5 minute. See right here, you got a red candle on that 12-hour chart. That's again that's the candle that we're in right now for the second half of the market. So in other words, what we need to see happen, we need to see that candle that we in. You see how that candle is moving? You see how we pulling back? See that? All they're doing is just a representation of each other. This is a 12-hour candle, 5-minute candle, right? But it's still movement inside this candle. So what we need to see is we need to get that candle's bottom to flip back up to this candle's close. Because you got to remember, if we're looking at it on the long side, every candle close on the upside, the next candle over uses that support, you go up. Candle closes up, that next candle uses it for support. That candle closed out, the next candle used it for support, go on up. So what we want to see is a flip of this candle. So what we want to do now is get this candle to flip. What was this close at 1 o'clock? Close was 84.28. 84.28. So let me take a little price point and I'm going to set it right about here.
Can you turn off that music, please?
Oh, I'm sorry, Queen. All right, let me lower down. It's loud. I do apologize. I didn't know it was loud. I'm so sorry. I lower it down. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was loud. I can't hit on you guys in. I apologize. Okay, so let's take this level here, right? All right, let's finish focusing on. Oh, I gotta take off my snap too. That's why I was doing that. So that close was what? 82.
Now I can hear.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know, Queen. Like I said, I can't hear on you guys' side, and I apologize.
9 cents. It was very majestic. I didn't like it.
I mean, I still got it playing, but I lowered it down. So all we need to do, again, if we want to see this upside, guys, and again, because you got to understand, look what we're doing right now.
Jtraedz says. Still it's up.
Yeah, it's still on. I just lowered it down. But so what we want to do is prevent. What we want to do is prevent a cup, an inverted cup, because you can see right now what SPY is doing. So you can clearly see an inverted cup because we can't get back above 85. So it almost like a head and shoulders pattern. You kind of see that too. You see a shoulder, head, and shoulder. So which is representing that. That 885 is holding up. 685 is holding up very, very, very strong. So we have not yet broken above that price point. So you can see right here, every time we try to fight, we'll get hammered right back on down. But we need to get that break above it to avoid that possible head and shoulders pattern or that inverted cupping pattern, however you want to look at it. So based off the candle that closed out not too long ago, we want to take that candle's close, which is around. I forgot the highlight the. Let me put it in white so y'all can see it. Yep, right about. All right, boom. Right about here. That's where we closed out, right? What was the price point? 28. Price point 28. 20. Them is all about 2 cents. All about 2 cents. All right, anyway. So yeah. So what we want to do is this is the candle that we're in right now. We want to get this candle to flip. So we need this bias. We need that buying pressure to push in. So we want to create a lower shadow, a huge lower shadow. And look like damn. As soon as I talk, it's like they do it. I swear they listen to what I'm saying. So we want to get as much buying pressure as possible. Get those buys to push. We want to get that body of that candle to flip. So we want to get back on top of 84.28. We get back above with 84.28. It's going to get that candle to start to turn. It's going to get that candle to get back, go from red to green. Because that's what you want. You want to get back on top of that candle's close to use that candle's close for support to get that catapult back up. That's what you want. So we need to get that buying pressure to keep going up. So squeeze the body up. Keep these buys to push. Get the body of that candle to cross over this candle's close and flip it. That's what we want to see. Because we want to utilize this candle close for support like we did in the past. How we did here. Candle closed out. Next candle low. Use that candle close for support. You're going up. Candle closed out. We use this, not this one because we had a doji. But we use that candle's close, level here. Use that candle's close for support. You're going up. Candle close out. This candle here. Use that candle's close for support. Going up. See what I mean? You want to create a stairway. So what we want to see here is a change in this candle. So we need to get. I already put the price point. You can see right here where I got the price point at. Right around 84.28. 84.28 because that's where this candle closed out not too long ago at 1 o'clock. So we want to get this candle to close on top of that candle's close. Because that means that that's going to hold up as a nice strong support. Because we want to turn this candle again close to support, not resistance. Because if you notice, that candle's close is turning into this candle's resistance, because you notice the candle is doing green and red. So we want to flip it. We want to use this candle close for support on this candle to go up, not go down. So that's why we want to get the candle to flip. Right now, look at the buying pressure starting to come in a little bit. Look at this. Getting the buying pressure to step in. We want to get that bad boy to push right above 84.28. and go back up towards the 84.60s up to 85. So we want to get that candle to successfully flip. And look like we're getting some buying pressure. Look at the candle. Look. Bam! Why would I lie to y'all? Let's see. Saw that candle just change? How that buying pressure came in and that candle went green? You see what it's trying to do, right? That's what we need. We gotta get that buying pressure. We gotta get more buyers to step in. We gotta get this flip. Look. Get this bad boy to flip up. So we want to get back on top of 84.28. Get that candle to flip. Use that candle's close for support for this candle up. Because you already got lower shadow. We want to keep creating these bear traps. Squeeze those shorts out of their positions on up. Now, you did get a nice little resistance right here. Because off of these highs. That was around, 85.40, almost 85.50. Then you came right back on down. But what we need to do is get this candle to hold. We gotta get this floor to hold. Because again, we don't want those sellers to take out any more levels. It's trying to. Look what it's doing. Just watching my 12 hour. My 12 hour chart. Look what it's trying to do. Look at the buying pressure. Look right here. See that buying pressure coming in? Because the body of the candle ain't coming back down. Those buyers are trying to push it on up. But you do have those sellers trying to block them. But those buyers need to out overpower them. They need to take them out. They need to take out that 84.28 to go for that push back to the upside. And also understand where your 90 MA is sitting at too. That 90 MA is sitting at 84.33. 84.33. So we definitely want to get that push to get back on top of that 90 MA. So you also, like I said, you got that 90 MA and also that candle's close holding up as like double the resistance. So that's why we got to get that push up. You notice how they both acting as strong resistance? That's why we got to get that push. So that 90 MA is weighing you down, and also that candle's close is weighing you down, because that candle's close is acting as that candle's resistance. So we need to get that break. We got to get that break towards the upside. Got to get that bad boy to flip up. I mean, I do see those buys stepping in, and again, I'm not even looking at my 5 minute. I'm just looking at this candle here. What it's telling me what it's trying to do. I see the buying pressure, and you see what the selling pressure is. I mean, look at the candle. The candle don't know which way to go. Your sellers are sitting right here because they're trying to pull them down. But we need those buys to push them bad boys back up. We need to go against them. We need to go against them to flip this candle green. Because that's even better. That's going to add fear. Bam! That's going to add fear. All right, that's going to add fear in those shorts. Come on, short. Come on, buyers. That's what I'm talking about. See how that candle flip? See how easy it is to read that? Man, look at this. All I did was look at my 12. I didn't even look at my 5. I looked at my 12 and knew what needed to be done. Bam! Lower shadow. Buying pressure. Bam! Flip right up back above that candle's close. Utilizing that for support. What that was? 84.28. Now we need to go get that push back up towards that 84.60. You see that? Look how that candle switch. Lovely, huh? See how beautiful it is to read? Just to read these charts? I love it. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's simple. See that? Candle change. Nadia, Chubb. Y'all saw it? Y'all saw that? Also, y'all saw that? And I, again, didn't even look at my 5 minute. All I did was look at this candle here. And just told y'all what needed to happen. But y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw the flip? How that buying pressure came in? Flip that candle right back on top of that candle's close. Utilize that candle close for support. Now trying to push up. Told you. Easy to read, baby. Easy to read. Easy to read it. So, what's going to be our next key level? I had 84.60. 84.60. I think they held up. Oh, yeah, 84. That's because we got that nice pullback. We got stuff underneath 84.60. That's why we got to get back above that price point. That's why we had that huge pullback. Where we ran on up. Got this green and red move. And they came in and yanked them. That's why we got to get back above that price point. Get above that 84.60. Then we should start to slowly pull our way back up towards these levels here. We should start to slowly pull up. Going on this nice little push. So let's see. 84.60. After we break above that, we should be aiming towards 85. So let's see. Can we get this 84.60 push? Yeah, and all I did, guys, was just look at this chat. Look at these candles. And just understood the price points. No, and again, knowing what needs to be done. Come on, buyers. They fighting right here, man. They need to, they trying to hold that 84.28. That candle's closed, but we got to get that break above that 84.60. Because you do have upper shadow, but you have like a little tight area right here. Very, very, very tight. It's like a little small like a range that's just like back and forth. Like the candles can't even successfully form on, like right in this little area right here. So that's why we need that break back to the upside. Because, I mean, look how these candles reacted. Like in a small position right here. Between that, what was these low key areas? What was this? 83, almost 84. 84 to that 80, yeah, about 83, 88.
W5TD says, nice meta, PLTR, good, AMZN green, so we should see a pop again.
Yeah, I mean, and that's all I did. All I did was just take these levels, and then we'll go over the ones that I called out too. Apple, we'll go into Apple real quick. We'll go to Apple. I mean, I know a lot of traders are trading Apple. Remember, I called that out. Are we above those key levels? All right, go to Apple. And my bad, I'm just using the bottoms, right, real quick. I'm just using the bottoms, what needs to be done. All right, go to Apple. Matter of fact, let me put up the whole entire chart. You know, let me give y'all the whole chart instead of half of it. I'm sorry. Let me put up the whole entire where's it at? Let me give y'all the whole 12 hours so we can take a look at it. What needs to be done on all of them. Whoever's trading what? Apple, Tesla, Amazon. So let me close this one out. All right, let me close this one out real quick. We'll come back to that one. We'll use it later. Close all this out. All right, cool. All right, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look while the market is still trying to set up. All right. So we already know what we need on SPY. We already know what we need on SPY, what we need to get back above. We already know. All right, let's go to Apple real quick. What we got on Apple? 180. Apple 180, 180. All right, we'll go to this one. What needs to be done on Apple? Clearly go right across the board right now. I mean, Apple's on this little uptrend, but we do need to get back above that 278, 280 to give us that push right back up towards the 82 to 85 levels to give us that nice little reversal back to the upside. So 278. 278 up to 280. That's what we need, because we gotta re-break back above this old key level here that took you out to begin with. That was in the end of October, because you can see right here after we had this nice push on up and that upper shadow, we got stuff right here, right around that 278 level underneath 280 and yanked them. So we know that we need to get back above that. So look right across the board. See, look at my green line. Like, let's go this way. See what's still acting as resistance now. You see what we need to get back above, right? We need to get it back above that key level. So we get back above that, up towards 80, we can get that nice push back up. So keep that on watch. So it's still like in this little small range that I have right here between 276, 278. Kind of like this little range we had before the breakout. So it's kind of like back in this same little mini range again. But upside, we want to definitely break back above 78 on up towards 80. Because we want to break out of this level, turn it back to support. So I'm going to set an alert. I'm going to put it right there, that little spot. So I'm going to set it for, I'm going to say 70. I'll just round it off to 90. Let me see. Come on, alert. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to set my alert. Hold up. So that'll let us know that we crossing back to the upside. So I'm going to set alert 1 on this one, on what we need. All right, got that set up. So we got to get back above that key level. Once it goes off, we know that buyers are trying to move back up. All right. What else he brought up? Oh, Meta. No, he brought up Meta. How we looking at Meta? Meta. See how much I do all my research on a lot of these companies? You see what I do? So, okay, you can clearly see the setup. All right, we was on an uptrend. You can clearly see from the bottoms of 580. 580, Meta was on an uptrend. We ran up towards that 680. We couldn't break, got right back on down. It almost looked like it want to make a damn head and shoulders pattern. Damn near, we fall back underneath that 650. But let's see if we can stay above. Okay, I see what needs to be done. So we need to get back above 660, because that's going to avoid creating some type of a head and shoulders pattern on Meta. So get back above 660. That's going to put us back in this range of 660, 680. Because I can clearly see a shoulder right here. I can clearly see that. So because I had to take a double, I had to look at it twice. See right here? You got a shoulder, head, and then we have to fall back down for that possible area of 650. See, that'll give you a head and shoulders pattern. That's what we want to avoid. We want to avoid that crap. We want to avoid falling back into the 650s. So that's why we need to break back above 660s to get that move back up to towards that 680. Because we want to get that uptrend, that continuation. That's what we want to do. So right here, you're starting to curl down a little bit, just a little bit. But we don't want to fall back underneath the 50s. If we fall, we definitely want to hold on. We want to stay on top of it. Stay on top of 50s. 650s, back up. We don't want to fall back underneath, because that's going to possibly create a right shoulder. So we don't want to do that. We want to stay above 50 and get that push back up to 660. Because we want to go, again, we want to go back in this little range. So 660 to 680, because that'll be a $20 runner. So if you can get back above 660, nothing but room to push up towards 680. That's $20. All right, so keep that on watch. So we gotta get back above 660 for sure. Let me see. Do I have? I got the other Google. I don't know why I use this one. Let me see. Do I have a setup for this one? Yeah, see, I got GOOGL, not the other one. I'm gonna have to see if I have a setup for that one. I know for this one, it's gonna be around, what did I have? Like a 322.50 up to 330. Still kind of, I mean, it's like in a little range right now. Let me see the other one. I gotta see if I have a setup for that one. Pretty much the same exact thing though. Yeah, I don't think I have one set up. I mean, I can set one up though. So tops, number one, we got stoops. We got stuffed at. Ooh, I did that all types wrong. Right about here. All right, and then you got this key level here, and then you got these bottoms here. All right. Oops, my bad. There we go. All right, so I can clearly see that. So right around 233. I'm sorry, 323 down to the 313. So you can clearly see this little setup right here, this little range. You can clearly see that right across the board. You can see right here what the buyers are holding, and you can see what the sellers are holding. Right there between. It's almost like what, $10? Like a little $10 bracket, roughly. Yeah, almost like $10 that we in. The $10 area. Bam. And I'll put that in red for tops for right now until we break it, and then I'll put the other one in green until we crack it. So I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible for you guys so you can see it. All right, so tops and bottoms, and there you go. So that's the range that we in right now. I mean, we still got a nice little uptrend though overall. Let me see me go back a little bit. Look like an uptrend is still continuing. Come on. Yeah, so it look like a continuation uptrend is still taking place. We just got to take out these levels. So it look like we still got an uptrend going. Bam. I know we got these little areas. I'm trying to make it the best that I can. So I'm trying to connect these bottoms. Let me see what I can use. All right, let me see. I know it's high up too. God dang. Let me see. I mean, you got somewhat like a little uptrend still building. Just gotta take out these tops, so we gotta get above 330 for sure. I mean, well, it's the same exact thing. 330, same exact thing, same price points. So we definitely want to take out 330 for sure. Cause we definitely want to get that U-shaped pattern back to the upside. Where we at right now? So we need to get back. We need to get back in 320s because we want to get back in the 320 bracket first and foremost. Because we want to get out of the teens back into the 20s. Because right now 320, I'm gonna put a little small little price point right there. So we need to break above 320 for sure. Get back in the 320s. Where's the little bottom man right here? What is this? Almost right where we at. Alright, put the dotted lines on this one. I'm gonna put it in white so it can stand out a little bit better. Alright, right then this little spot. I can see what, well, because I'm looking at where we had a little bounce at. Kind of like right here where we trying to fight to get on top of. Because once you get above this little price point, almost like 1860. And you have room to push up towards the 20s. So I can clearly see that little setup. I clearly see that. Let me round it up to 60. I'm just say 60. Like right around 1860. Like I said, the reason why I put 1860 because you can see right here where we bounced, and then underneath it acted as resistance. So you can clearly see this almost like the 318.60 can act as support and resistance. So right now it looks like we're trying to test it. So we can get that push, then you have room to push right back up to the upsides towards 320 up to 323. So I clearly see this little setup going on. All right, next. What we got next? Amazon. All right, oops. All right, let me see what Amazon got. 180. All right, Amazon. We need to break out of this downtrend setup. I already see that clearly. We need to break out of this downtrend. Break out of this little downtrend setup that we got right in front of us. Amazon, what was it? 20? What it was? 28 to 30 level. I alerted that we need to get above on Amazon. I think it was like 28.30 or something like that. I think I'm gonna have to double check that on my list. Matter of fact, I got my list down here. Hold up, let me see. Reports. What's those areas I call out on Amazon? $35.40 to. That was for today, right? Yeah. $235.50 to 40. Oh yeah, it is right. Yeah, it's right there, right in my face. 235.50. It's right in my face. Yeah, 235.50. Yep. So right here. Okay, I see what it's. Okay. So we can get back above this 228 level. We got room to push our way back up to 230. We can get a nice little transition. I see that. So 228 is gonna be key on that one. I think I had the bottoms of 228. Didn't I have 228 on that? Well, I wrote that out. Not to double check that, cause I could have sworn I was alerted everybody about 228. Could have sworn. I don't know why I thought I alerted that. Oops. 228. I'm gonna just put it right here. So we can stay on top of these bottoms. Hold this level. I mean, you do have to push your way back up to the upside. Watch that. Watch that. Because we want to go for a possible down uptrend, a transition. Because I mean, right now we want to break out of this downtrend setup that we have right in front of us. So we want to go from a downtrend to an uptrend. So we want to use these bottoms, like create a higher low to break out. That's what we want to do. We want to cross. We want to get a nice crossover. Because I can see that on Amazon. See, we want to cross. So we're like right now, damn, we're kind of on a crossroad right now, in between which way we're about to go. You know, whether we're gonna get this, you know, this uptrend transition or this downtrend continuation. So one of the two is about to happen right around this price point. So one of the two is about to happen. I can't tell you which gonna happen, but for buyers, we definitely want to get back above 228 for that push up to 230 plus, because we want to try to get out of this downtrend range and try to, you know, stay on top of this uptrend and, you know, and reverse the play. So yeah, keep that on watch too. What else do we have, guys? To go over? We did meta, right? We did meta. Anything else? Oh, Nvidia. Nvidia. All right, let me take a look at you. Take a look at you. What you doing? I mean, we did break out. Let me see. Should I adjust this trend line though? Let's see. Where we at right now? And the areas I had was what, 182.50 up to 185, and we fell right back underneath those though. Yeah, cause I think I alerted that for Amazon. I mean for Nvidia too. Yeah, Nvidia. Yeah, once we got above that 185, 182, because I got it right here. Nvidia, the old levels. Yeah, right here. I had 182.50 up to 185, which we did get above that. And then once we got above that, the next key levels up was gonna be around 190, 192. How far did we go today? Huh? I mean, got about 190. Got above 190, came back down. Yeah, so we still gotta get that push. All right, guys. Anything else? Anything else we need to? Cause I think we just went over everything. I think we went over everything. And then Tesla went as high as 52.50, back on down. Still got CRWV, still on an uptrend, still holding that. Right now you're above 90. Still on an uptrend on that bad boy. What was it, 91? Yeah, I think it was 91. It was trying to push up 90 up from 91 to 92. SPY, we still got to get that break above that 85. See, that's the only thing. See, it's keeping you like in this little range right here. So we still haven't got that breakout yet. We ran up, tried to hold above 85, but they couldn't hold their gains, and we fell right back on down towards that 83.50. The only one, I mean, we had Google, we had Tesla, followed by Google, then Amazon. Cause it looked like it's still starting to get weak. It's like it's not like being able to hold. What was that level we called out on SPY? That was 84.28, right? Where we at now? Oh, we underneath it, ain't we? We underneath it. 84.28 level. Yeah, so it's still starting to look weak a little bit, just a little bit. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see what we can do. All right. Yep. So we couldn't hold above 85. So back on down, we go on that one. Okay. Let's see. I mean, still got CRWV. Still that bad boy. Still the ones that was in a competition with CRWV and CRCL. Those two were just. Let me see what CRCL is still doing, because I alerted that too. Is that still holding? Yep. CRCL still holding. CRCL, CRWV are the definitely ones holding towards the upside. CRCL, we need to break above 90. CRWV, we need to break above, was that 191? For that possible push up to 192, that's still bullish. So they still holding up their respectful level. I give them that. Especially these two bad boys. Now you see why I trade CRWV when I'm waiting on SPY. Now you clearly see why I trade scalpers half the time. Because I mean, a lot of them be having a lot of opportunities. That's why instead of sitting out waiting on SPY to do something, I just go trading my scalpers, the ones that put money in my pockets. All right. How we looking on IWM? Because I know Tariq's always calling on IWM. How we looking on that one? IWM falling. Couldn't hold above 70. Couldn't get above that 253. Right back on down on the downtrend setup on that one too. So that's downtrending. So that's weak. So IWM is falling back down towards the downside. So that's not holding up pretty well right now. I mean, it had a nice run up though. I mean, up towards close towards that 253. Then we came right back on down. So let me see, because I know a lot of people. I know Nadia been asking me about. She's been asking me about IWM too. So let me try to put a little thing together for her real quick for IWM, because I know her and Tariq was talking about this, but SPY's still looking weak. Still looking a little bearish a little bit. Let me see, bottoms. I need to start. I ain't gonna lie, I need to start trading IWM though. I need to start trading it. Because they do got some good opportunities, but I'd be so caught up watching everything else. Like, again, CRWV and SPY and them. But like I said, CRWV is one of my go-tos. That's why I trade it. Because, I mean, look what it's doing. You know, why would I walk away? Why, if it's not broken, why fix it? You know, if I could play it the upside and downside on this, then, so, I mean, you know, again, if it ain't broke, why fix it? So, let me see. That we cracked this 251.81, right where your VWAP is at. I'm trying to look out. I'm trying to pass all these little choppy levels just to try to see. Try to give you guys a clear setup. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my other chart because I can't see it. It's just too damn cramped up. I can't use this one. I'm gonna use my other one, was a little bit bigger, so I can give y'all full confirmation on that. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this beautiful plays, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's like, how could you not trade this? How could you not trade CRWV or trade CRCL? I mean, look at these setups. U-shaped pattern breakouts, nice, beautiful red to green, nice transition. Why the hell would I not trade that? I'll focus on it. I mean, the plays are beautiful. They set up pretty nice. It's like, man, if I see it, I'm gonna trade it. Especially if it's popping up on my whatchamacallit. I mean, CRCL is at 6%, CRWV is at 5%. Why the hell would I not trade that? If they're holding gainers right now. All right, guys. What else do we need to watch? What else we need to look at? I need to put this music on a little bit. I need a little bit of music in my life. Little bit of music, Nadia. All right, Chubb, Nadia, what y'all looking at right now? As far as right now, like, what are y'all game plans? What are y'all go-tos? What are y'all thinking? Like, what are y'all game plans as far as right now, or what are y'all looking at this time? And chat, any one of y'all can just let me know so we can go over it. What else? What are you guys looking at? These two is just chef's kiss. It's just beautiful, man. That's why I was like, well, how can you not trade these? How can you not? Just beautiful setups, man. I mean, because like I was telling Nadia, CRWV went on a $10 run already. And I broke it down to him on how that happened. I mean,
Jother says, IWM and CRWV. Chubbalicious 69 says, I was looking at Ethereum. Someone took someone long positions for tomorrow's news.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, but no, chill. Let me show you real quick. on CRWV and CRC. I'm like how easy it is to read them. And I mean, to make money off of it. Let me bring it up real quick with my charts at. It was my I mean, I love them. I like them. I mean, that's been my money makers. Like, I can't. It's like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? And then look at SPY, see? Right back underneath that weakness. So that's why.
Delicious 69 says, yeah, I need to join you in the CRWV.
Yeah, I'm about to break it down right now, boss. Look. I'm gonna show you. The setup I used. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Let me bring down my volumes and stuff. So look, all I did, Chubb, look, you see my range? The first range I had.
Gojother says, stop loss hit on CRWV. I did not make money. I have no money to trade now. I am on IWM calls.
Yeah, when you got in on CRWV, what price point did you trade? See, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I did first and foremost. Chubb and Nadia, I'm gonna tell you what I traded first. On how I got the party started on that. All I did was trade this area first, because this was the range we were in first and foremost. I saw what the double bottoms was. I saw what the double tops was. Because remember I posted it in Chubb. Remember I posted it in Primo and them lobby, in my lobby, and Nadia. Remember I posted. I said double bottoms. And matter of fact, I can bring it up. I can bring up my Discord right now. While I posted that when I was just cracking a joke on it.
69 cents. Yeah.
Let me see. Where's that? When I was talking about CRWV. Look right here. You gotta love these sexy ass rinse and repeat setups. And what did I have? CRWV. Bottoms, tops. Same exact price point. Was 85s to 88s. And that's all I did was play that range. And then after that, let me close this out. Yeah, so that was right here. So I played this range here. That was all the way until Friday. Friday, that's when we going into Monday, we had a gap down. So that's when I watched this 80 level. So 80, I know being at 80, we can run back up to 85, right? Because that was no longer support, now resistance. But I know holding 80, we can run back up to 85. So then from 85, we broke above 85. Once I knew we got back above 85, what's the next level up I know we can go to? 88. And then from 88, we have room to run up. Now this is where my 12-hour chart comes into play. We get above 88. Okay, now let me go into my 12-hour chart. From 88, right? The next key level I know was up to, and look what we got rejected at. How the hell did I know that? How did I know it was gonna get the upper shadow right there? And I've been had my line sitting there. Chubb, Naughty, how did I know this? All I did was play off of both charts. Once we broke out of this range, I was like, okay, let me go to the psychological chart. Okay, what's next? I see this little level here, we get an upper shadow. I see this level we got here, where we got a nice little pullback at. I put my line right across 91. What did we get? Did we get a little bit of rejection at? 91. I mean, like I said, what intrigued me about, I'm gonna tell you what intrigued me about CRWV first and foremost. It was the setup. Because once I seen that we held like around 70 held, and I was alerting this. I said, once we get above the, you remember, Nadi, me and you were talking about this. I said, man, looking like we're doing a nice red to green, looking like we're doing a nice U-shape pattern, in which we did. We got above this key level here, which is around 82, 82.72, because I got my price point sitting right there. And then we got up towards 88.76, and then all I do was play the pullback down towards this old breakout level. See? Now you Chubb and Nadia. Now you see what I did? So instead of chasing up, I waited after resistance, and all I did was utilize this old pullback level here, this old resistance level that's now possible support, and got the reverse back up. Chubb, that's all I did, boss. That's all I did. And once we knocked out this area here, we broke out. All I was doing now was waiting for a pullback bounce. I just waited for the setup. That's literally all I did was wait for the pullback setup. And look what happened. You pull back down to this old resistance level right here. Bam. Pullback bounce. There you go. And you got the continuation uptrend. That's normally what I like. I like pullback bounces. Especially once we break above a certain strong key area. I like that. Same thing that goes for here. I mean, we can watch this possible area. You know, if 91 doesn't hold, we can look for a possible area right here, because what was the strong resistance at? Right around this 88.76. So we'll see if 88.76 can be a little smaller area for a little pullback, bounce right back on up. But this one, I waited. I was waiting on that one, because I knew that now that we was on top of it, we can utilize this level for that move right back to the upside. So I was waiting on it, because I paid close attention to the transition. I paid close attention to the direction, also the counter transition. You went from red to green, sellers to buyers. So I knew we have majority of buying now. Now I have to think long sided. I have to think long bias. Even still till now, you still gotta think long bias. Because I mean, look at all the space and opportunity. I mean, Chubb, think about it. Nadia, think about it. Okay, if I erase everything right now, let me I don't feel like erasing, but let me just make another chart, and I'm gonna just take that one out. All right, cool. Let me clear everything. Let me clear everything off. Now, just based off the indicators alone, you're above the 9, you're above the 20, you're above the 50. The only thing that's to the top is the 200-day moving average. Look at all this room you have to possibly push back up to the upside to go for a possible indicator gap fill. You see what I mean? as we just slowly trying to get this U-shaped pattern. I mean, look right here. Look where your actual tops is at. Right around, I was what, damn near 110. So look all this room you have to go back up until you get to that 200-day moving average. I mean, look what it's doing. Making a big old U-shaped pattern, making a big old red to green move. Everything's screaming out longs right now. So it was like, why would I short that? so if everything is, if I can see what it's doing, why not just go with the momentum, or why not, go with the pattern that's telling me what it's doing? So this level here, look, and then even if I take lines now, it was just certain psychological levels. Look, if I take this line here, come on, where's my line at? All right, here we go. Bam, one psychological level, pull back bounce. All right, now we got this other psychological level that just formed just today. So as we go on up and pull back, 9 times out of 10 was gonna be your next one, right around that around that 88, 92, almost 90 level. So all I gotta do is just utilize this red candle, old breakout level. And old level of resistance can turn into strong support. As I mentioned, look right here. Old resistance, turn into strong support, and you're on top of all the indicators. A simple setup, right in front of you, right in your face. So why not take it? So that's all I did. I just do my research and just understand these setups. Just understand the setups, understand the direction, and play them without getting caught in all the choppiness. So what I do is, Nadia, what I do is just look for the true areas. Like, okay, for like when you're in a range, wait for the true areas. True tops, true bottoms. Instead of getting caught in the choppy in the mid area, true tops, true bottoms. Wait for it to come on down. Look for a call opportunity. Wait for it to go on up. Look for a put opportunity. See what I mean? All you do is wait for those type of setups. Wait for those type of setups because you know the psychological levels where sellers come in at. Look how your candles change. You go up to 88, pull back, 88, pull back, 88, pull back. They tried to break out, but they couldn't get it. But what happened underneath 88? You dropped. So, and then we held what? 80. From 80, what was that key level on up? 85. Came back on down. Ran back on up. 85. Back on down. But then notice how it's getting tighter and tighter, like in a little wedge. You notice that? The drops are becoming less dramatic. So it's kind of building like an ascending triangle, squeeze like a triangle pattern, even right there. You don't even need a line. You can just see it. Higher low, higher low, higher low, back up to what price point? 85, right? Even if I draw a line, I mean, it's just clean cut and simple. So once you got above 85, bam, you got a nice little move to the upside. Then you fell back down. Then you got back above what price point? 85. Right back above 85 VWAP. Then you ran back to what? 88. So, but you see how I knew the price points. It's like once I draw my lines, I trade it. Like I just look at these levels. Like I don't try to jump in the middle. I mean, the only time I'm gonna jump in the middle is if I play off the VWAP. That's it. If I play off the VWAP. Like if I miss this little level here, all I'm doing right here is watch for a possible VWAP opportunity. But you do have to do a little bit of consolidation first. Of course, it's gonna be a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then here you go for that push. Then you came back down to the VWAP twice. VWAP bounce, then you went right back up to 85. See what I mean? Same thing today. Before the breakout, you popped on up, 85, played right off the VWAP, VWAP, then ran on up towards 87. Back down towards the what? VWAP, then bounced right back on up. Then came back down towards what? The VWAP. Then, but you see, I mean, it's clean cut. I mean, it's just clean cut. And another thing that I do too from time to time is count my candles. That's another thing I do. Normally, like if I see 3 candles, like I like to play the 3 candle movement. Like right here, 3 red candles down, back on up. Well, this one was 2. There's some other opportunities we see through 3 red candles. Right here. 1, 2, 3, little bounce. 1, 2, 3, brighter little bounce. 1, 2, 3, nice little bounce. So it's another thing I do from time to time too is count candles. I count that too, depending on where we at. I count my candles. But it's different ways to look at it, how you can trade it. It's different ways. Like I said, if you want to cut out the middleman without all that what I just said, just look for true areas, man. Yeah. And I mean, like I said, Nadia, to cut out the middleman, like I said, your crucial areas is your true tops, your true bottoms, and your VWAP. I mean, that's really it. True tops, true bottoms, and your VWAP. I mean, that's just really it. I mean, once you identify yourself with that, I mean, just it's just easy to just understand it. Because like I said, from right now, Monday and Tuesday, what are we doing? So far, we are uptrending. So we know right now, as far as going into Wednesday, we on an uptrend. Trying to hold above 90, trying to push our way up to 92. Right now, we're on this uptrend. And I know a lot is asking, okay, how far can we push? How far can we go? You know, what's going to be the next key level? I mean, I'm just going based off the charts. I mean, the only next level I do see up is between, once we get above this 95 level, it's going to be up towards this damn near 80, almost 97-ish level. If we get this continuation push, of course. But we'll see. We'll see. Because we don't want to jump the gun, because we just now breaking into the 90s. So, we know that we still got this little area here, and we're floating right on top of 90. So, the question is, okay, can we hold these levels, or will we come back down? So, but I mean, everything's already happened. You know, I mean, VWAP opportunities missed. I mean, you could have caught like I said, VWAP bounces, VWAP bounces, VWAP bounces. I mean, that's normally what I keep, you know, close to me too is VWAPs. Instead of getting caught in chopping, I play right off of VWAPs. I don't care if it's on the downside or upside. I know we crack below the VWAP. I know we can return to the VWAP. If we break above the VWAP, I know we can return to the VWAP. That's another way I look at it too. It's just different ways. Like, I mean, but you gotta train yourself. Like, what works best for you? Like, it's so many ways to look at the market. You can look at it through patterns. You can look at it through VWAP. You can look at it through ranges. I mean, you can look at it through, I mean, it's up to you on how you look at it. And then, it's not just about playing the range. Understand your price points too. Like, what levels played before in the past. Like, right here, why was I able to draw a line on CRWV? Because this level played off more than once. These bottoms played off more than once. 85, bounce. 85, bounce. 88, rejection. 88, rejection. And that's all I did was just stay within that range until we either break out or crack it. So what happened? Friday, going into Monday, we cracked that range into a new range, which was 80. So my thought process is, as long as 80 holds, I know the levels we can go back up to is gonna be 85. So right there, we got above 85, we held, broke above 85, got right back in that range of 85, 88, then broke above 88, broke 88 up to 90. So, I mean, but I understood the levels already on what it was. I understood the levels. And then as I told y'all, what I told y'all about these numbers, whole numbers can act as the natural support and resistance around 80. Whole number. 80 held, got that move right back on up, and look at the rotation from 80 to 85. Look at the rotation. Look at the green movement. Look at this. $5 movement. $5 movement. Now, if you would have got in on a swing trade at 80, as long as that level held, all right, going into today, you got a nice little move here. Bam. 85 held. Next level on up. 88 up to 90. From 80 to 90, that's $10. From 80 to 90, that's a $10 move up off an uptrend movement. You know, I mean, it's just clean and cut. Clean and cut. It's about the easiest way to look at these bad boys. But yeah, I mean, just take your time, guys, because everybody's different. Everybody trades different. I had to figure out what type of trader I was. You know, and first and foremost, you got to ask yourself, what are you better at? Are you better at going short, or are you better at going long? You got some that can trade both. But if you know you're not, like fast as far as switching over, focus on one thing. If you're long buys, okay, wait for long opportunities, wait for pullback bounces. You know, wait for opportunities on the long side. Same thing for shorts. Understand where those key levels at, where you can play those tops right back on down. That's another thing. And then and another thing that I always do, I told you guys, if you have a hard time, if you want to short, but it's hard for you to read tops, flip your chart upside down. Read it from a put standpoint. So that means that wherever the bottoms of support is holding on your puts, that means you're topping out on your calls. Pretty much, because it does the reverse. So that means, like, okay, for example, I can just look at this without even having to flip my chart. That means that on the put side, you got held up at 82, and I bet once I break out this down, and I can put my lines exactly. So that means right at 82.70, that means that level held on the put side is resistance, and you wind up falling. You wind up falling all the way down towards this 685.50-ish level, then you bounce. Tell me I'm lying. Now watch, I'm gonna flip it upside down. Tell me I'm lying. So same exact price points, I'm gonna flip it. So that means that you might just looking at this. I already know in my head, I flipped the chart already upside down. So that means that area is holding up as resistance on the put side, but it's holding up on the call side. Because you gotta remember, they do the opposite of one another. So flip it. So do this. If you like shorting, but it's hard for you to understand what tops is, flip the chart upside down. So watch. All right. All right. Oops. Flip it, god dog it. Ah, come on. All right, there we go. Here we go. All right. What was that burial that you bounced? That was 30. I'm sorry, 8270. So that means that should be up here. So that should be resistance. That should be resistance. Oops. Hold up. It's my trend line on my price line. All right, there we go. New somewhere though. Let's put a little line. What was that? We held around 8270. 8270. Yeah. So see right here. So that means that your puts rejections was your calls bounce. See that? So all you do is flipping the chart upside down. And once you get used to it, just flip it upside down in your head to understand, you know, when to go for a call, when to go for a put. But if you're very put biased and want to understand how to jump in on puts, again, flip your chart upside down and understand your levels. That's it. Understand the areas of resistance on the call side to understand the support levels on the put side. That's pretty much it, because this is gonna do the opposite of what each other is doing. That's it. So far, based off of watching both, who's in control or who's winning right now between puts and calls. So let's see. Puts and calls, who are winning at this time? Let's see. Right now, 30 for sure. You got that 83.50 held, so that's holding up as a bottom. So that means you get rejected on the put side. So that means if SPY so happens to push back up, that means your put should pull back down. So let's see. If they go for a push, your puts should pull back. So that means that calls are stepping in, buyers are stepping in. So that means like these little bottom level held. So we sellers have yet to crack back underneath that 83.50. I mean, you can go right across the board. I mean, 83.50 held, 83.50 held, 83.50 held, like right across the board. That we still haven't fallen back underneath that price point. That's holding up as strong support on the call side, but resistance on the put side. I mean, you can see it right here even on puts, 83.50, 83.50, 83.50. Oh yeah, we fighting it. I still remember that price point. 84.28 to flip that candle again. 84.28 back on up. Yeah, and that's all you do. I mean, like I said, man, just ask yourself a few questions to help you become a better trader. You know, like, again, are you bad at going long? Are you bad at going short? And then once you figure that out, then okay, understanding how to set yourself up for short opportunities. How is the market holding up this week? You know, are we in a bearish market? Are we in a bullish market? I mean, you gotta ask yourself a few of these questions. You know, just to understand and get to put yourself in the right position. In other words, I mean, I had to learn how to do a lot of these things. I had to learn how to play both sides. I had to learn how to play longs and shorts because sometimes I get mad because I would miss a position. So I had to train myself to learn how to do, how to play both sides of the fence. But it's always going to be a side that's going to hold over the other. So right now, like I said, as far as CRWD, we still holding on up. We still got an uptrend. So right now, I mean, I still got to stay long bias even with CRWD right now this time. I got to stay long bias until we fall back underneath that 88.50. I mean, I got to stay long bias. I have to. I mean, we're still holding up, trying to push our way back up towards that 92. So I got to stay long bias for the moment. I can't go against the grain right now. I mean, SPY, you're still holding up 683. 50 still, a nice little bounce, but we know that we need to get above what? 85. Still in this level, still fighting his range. I mean, overall, still fighting his range. We still haven't yet successfully broken out his range since this morning. Y'all think about it. Since all the way to now, going on 2 o'clock, we still in the same exact range. Same range still. Now, why do I have a green line over here instead of up here? Because that was yesterday's bottoms. See? Yesterday's bottoms held, then we got back on top of that 82.70 and then got a nice little push. So that's why I had 2 key levels. You can have more than one.
What volume study do you use? I'm trying to copy your setup. Can I fly you out to LA for a few hours?
Oh, you talking about this? Oh, it's a code. It's a code. I have to send you the code to it. Yeah, it's a code I put in. It was from another trader who gave me that. And you can change it, like right here I go to it, and you can set it. Let me go to it. Now you got me thinking about it. Right here. This is the thing right here. Let me see. And see, the only thing that I got open is my daily and my today's. So everything else is in the nose. Because, I mean, if you put yes, it's going to open up. Watch, I'm going to show you. Watch.
2202 says, yes, yes, 0.
Yeah, see, watch. If I open up all of them, it's going to put up, like, current. It's going to have, like, different little volumes all over the place. So that's why I keep the first two yes and everything else no. So watch. If I go to yes, watch this. And I apply it. Look, see, it opens up a gang of other stuff. Percentage, average, 60 bars, current bars. So I didn't really want all of that. So all I did was take the bottom was off. I didn't need it. I just focused on today's volume and just the daily average. So all I did was go back to this and I take off that. No, and just oops. No, god dog it. Yeah, no. Keep the top two yes. And see, it just breaks it back down to my daily volume, today's volume. So that's what I use. That's what I use. But and honestly, for what I use is like I said, I just play off my list. I just look at percentage gainers. That thing that I was talking to you about the other day. I mean, that's really all I use. Like let me bring it up real quick. Like my percentage gain, I told you I got one for blue chips. You know, Tesla, Google, Amazon, Apple, like I use those. Yeah, and I'll see you in the link. I'm in because I gotta remember how to do it because it's been so long since I've done it. Yeah, because it's you have to go to I think to your settings. No, I lied. I think you go to studies. Now I gotta remember how to do it because it's been so long. But yeah, like I said, and also set you up a list and put up your percentage gainers. Again, you can do one for scalpers. You can do one for blue chips, which I do. But which one, for Tesla, Google, Amazon, Apple, AMD, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, and then I can switch over to scalpers. See which one of my scalpers are doing good. If I don't feel that the market is holding up, then I'll switch over to scalpers. So that means like CRWVs, my CRCLs. Let me see scalpers. Bam. So I can switch over to scalpers. See that? Bam. Still use my percentage. Which ones are holding up? CRCL, CRWV, and hood. And I think that's it really. So that's really all I use. I just use my gainers to just understand where majority of the traders are located. I look at my top gainers and just go from there. And then all I do is just and then the way I have my thing set up, I can just click on it and it'll change it. Like if I want CRWV, click on it, it changes my chart automatically. If I want CRCL, change my chart automatically. If I want hood, change my chart automatically. So I don't have to do all that extra typing in bullcrap. But yeah, I just try to make trading as easy for me as possible and fun. That's it, man. I try to make it as fun and easy as possible and less of a headache. But yeah, but that's why. But those volumes is coded in. Like I said, I had a friend of mine that gave it to me. Let me see if I can. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing anyway. I gotta remember either how to do it because it's been so long since I did this crap. God dang, what was it? I was just trying to remember how I did it. I think it was settings, right? I think it was settings or strategies. No, go to create. Okay, go to create. Okay, I think it was right. Okay, right here. Then you put in the code. Okay. I think that's right here. Okay, you put in the code and you type in a new. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab you the code, Nadia. I mean, Aussie. And all you do is you go into your studies and you go into create and this pops up and all you do is paste that code in here and hit OK. Cause I had to remember how to do it. Cause like I said, it's been so long. Once I set it in, I just left it the way it is. But yeah, I'm gonna send you the code. See, Apple, my alert just went off on Apple. Are we back above 78 on that one? Yep, so you got Apple with the little uptrend. So that's why I said there's another thing too. Set your alerts. You take your eyes off of one of these stocks, set an alert so you can come back to it. See, my alert went off for Apple, so I knew to go back to it. So top, so we already know it's 280. We know that we need to do a 280 break to move up to the upsides. We know we need to get that nice little U shape going on. Where we at right now? So 278. Yeah, no problem, Queen. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got it saved. Let me I'm about to look at it right now on my thing because I'm just trying to remember where I saved it at. And which code is it? Because I think I had like 2 of them. I'm trying to go to my documents and remember exactly where I had it saved at. Documents, I got it. Okay, where did I have it saved at for that? Yeah, I'm trying to look for the code right now, Queen. I'm just trying to remember what I saved it under. Where did I save these codes at? It's crazy. I mean, I'm gonna have to type it in my search because I can't. I'm trying to remember where I even saved it. Saved it at. Let me just type in. Cause I don't think it's gonna let me pull it up on here. I don't think so. Oops, come on, it's the wrong damn thing. Yeah, it's right here, but I'm trying to get the code. How the heck to get to it? I'm just trying to remember how to get to it. Cause I know I have it saved somewhere in my one of my folders. I'm just trying to remember. Cause like I said, it's been so long since I did this. What is it under? Alright, is that it right here? I'm trying to see if it's gonna let me open it up. Edit. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay, got it. Got you, Queen. I got it. Alright. Yeah, so all you do is take that code, and once you go to create, you take this code and you put it in. So yeah, I figured out how to do it. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that code out real quick. I knew I had to say it somewhere. Alright. So let me personally deliver that to you. Trying to see what I'm gonna send it to you to. I'm gonna try IG. Let me see if it works. Queen, tell me if it works. Let me see if it's gonna let me. I'm about to check it, Queen. Hold up, let me see. Meta. Alright, meta. Put it back. Hey, watch that 660. Watch 660. Let's see, can we get above 660? Keep it on watch. Where's my messages? There we go. I want to see if it's gonna let me properly send it to you. Let me see if it's gonna let me properly send this to you, Queen. Hopefully, let me see. Okay. I think should be. I think that's it though. Should be everything. Tell me if you got it. Austin. Tell me if you got it, Queen. I think that's the whole thing though. Should be. Tell me if you get it. Cause I want to make sure she gets it. Yeah, so Austin, check your IG, Queen. Check your IG and just tell me if you got it. And I'm gonna tell you how to do it on your chart. So just let me know if it IG. IG. Yeah, my fault. I didn't have time to send it nowhere else. I'm sorry. IG. So I'm so sorry. Okay, so copy paste. Copy it first, and then what you do is, like I said, go to your studies and go under create. And what you do is type whatever title you want to save it under. And what you do is you copy and paste, and it should it should do that. Like I'm gonna put your name. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put Austin. I'm gonna just see what it does. I'm gonna just put your name, see if it works on mine. I'm gonna just do it again. Okay. So let me take. Yep, Austin's down here. Yep. Yep, there it is. So it does work. All right. I just want to see if it worked. All right, it worked. I'll just make sure it worked. All right, cool. Yeah, so take that code, go to your studies, go to create, and take that, because it's going to come in with a little extra code. Take that off. Take that off, or you can just go select all and just paste. It's going to just put the whole code in for you. And then hit, and like I said, save it under whatever title you want to save it under. So yeah, it worked. It definitely works, Queen. Cause I had to think how to do it. But yeah, it works though. Cause I created one under your name, Aussie. Crazy. So yeah, all you do is go to create. Just like I said, this little area here, just you don't need that. Just go to select all, hit paste. It's gonna replace it with everything you need, and then again save it under whatever title you want. Hit OK, and it should save in your studies. Bring it up, type it in, and drag it over. And bring it towards your volume. Bring it towards your volume. Drag it over here, save it, and just take off. Like I said, put no to the bottom 3, 1, 2, 3, and keep the top 2 yes. So I mean, it should work. Should work, cause I just did it. Should work, Queen. Let me know if you got it, Aussie. Let me know if you got it. It should pop up on your chart. It should pop up on her. Right now, spot's still looking a little weak, guys. Still looking a little weak. Right now, Meta still watching for this 660 to see can we get that push back to the top. We came down as low as almost around 652.50, back above 655. So we started to get this little slow push back up to the upside. We gotta get that break above 60. Get back in that 60 range for sure. So right now, as of now, like Nadia, I mean your tops would be right around 660 because you see we're getting stuffed at, and then right around these bottoms, almost like in this loops. Put that. I hate when I do that. Right around. Yep. So bottoms, tops. You can clearly see that, but we need to get a break above 60. So I'm gonna send an alert at 60. So just in case I take my eyes off on it, I'm gonna put 60. 60, 60, 60. All right, for tomorrow, guys, let's go over the economics too. For tomorrow, we already know what the big dog is tomorrow. It's the FOMC meeting. We already know that for sure. FOMC meeting, y'all already know what time it is. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Tomorrow. We got the employment cost at 8:30. That's gonna be pretty much crude oil inventories, pretty much. Then right here's the big dogs, right here. The FOMC meeting tomorrow, guys, 2 o'clock. So get ready. I ain't gonna lie, I want my son want to go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, man. But man, I was looking at the reviews. Some people say it was the first one was better than the second one, man. I want to go see it. I mean, I want to take him because I know that's what he want to go see. What y'all think, man? Have y'all saw it yet? Five Nights at Freddy's? Part 2. Cause I mean, some people was complaining about it a little bit, like it was. I mean, I like the little series. I mean, I always been a little FNAF fan, but I didn't know how part 2 was, because I know it opened up not so long ago. I didn't know if anybody went to see it. Just still keep on watching, Nadia. Like I said, there's only, 2 o'clock, so you still got power hour.
W5TD says, I was thinking about it. We'll have to see reviews.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. Like I said, some reviews, some people were saying it was. I guess the plot was all over the place. I guess that's what some people were saying in the reviews. Well, I guess the kill counts, they say it was pretty good. Was a little bit better, but as far as the I guess the breakdown, the backstories, I guess they say it was a little bit all over the place. But, versus on what we know from the game, pretty much. And then they said the way it's looking like it might have a part 3. So, because I know who Why is that name slipping my mind right now? Because I know who it's based off of on this one. It's is it Short? What's her name? It was Charlotte, right? Was it Charlotte? Henry's daughter. I think that's what it's gonna be pretty much based around on part 2. Didn't I say that right? Is it Charlotte? On Five Nights at Freddy's. It's Charlotte, right? I think that's who that's the protagonist. That's who the was based off on. Let me type that in. I think that's right. I know it had a C or something in it. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, I'll figure it out. Charlotte. It is Charlotte, right? Yeah, it is Charlotte. Okay, it is Charlotte. Yep, Charlotte. Cause there, yeah. Yep. I was right. Yeah, cause I mean, I watched the backstory, man. Cause when I first got into Five Nights at Freddy's, man, cause I didn't know what it was about. I was like, what the hell is this? You know, like, and then they tried to Willy's Wonderland. They tried to remake it, try to like reclone it or some crap. Nicolas Cage when he didn't talk in it. Willy's Wonderland or something it was called. I mean, I watched it. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I've always been a huge fan of that. And then, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was on YouTube the other day. Man, I stumbled across, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It brought me back. Boy Meets World. Not gonna even lie to you, boy. Boy Meets World was one of my shows. I ain't gonna lie. Bruh, Topanga, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Topanga, dude. Come on, man. Boy Meets World was my show. Then, man, I just miss those old school lineups, man, we used to have back in the day when we used to get out of school. Everybody used to get ready for those cartoon lineups, boy. I got ready for Dragon Ball Z, Inspector Gadget, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons, Animaniacs. Oh, I couldn't wait till I got home. Then that night, I bust over that Nickelodeon. At Nick at Night, it'd be Doug, Hey Arnold. No, wait, Hey Arnold came on Sundays. I know it was Hey Doug. I mean, not Hey Doug. Doug. What was the cartoon lineups at night? Like Looney Tunes. It was something else. I can't remember. But yeah, I miss them days, man. I miss them old days. I miss firing up the N64, getting ready to play GoldenEye, hitting up some Killer Instinct Gold, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Man, I miss them days. It was so fun. So fun. Everybody knew the Nintendo ritual. Everybody knew that one. If it didn't work, it wasn't coming on. You blow inside that cartridge, you put it on the edge of the console, you slam it, you get your Q-tip alcohol. Everybody knew the ritual. Everybody knew it. Now, the only reason why I was begging my mom back in the day between Sega and Super Nintendo was because of the graphics. Like, okay, now the reason why I was so in between the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis because, okay, when Mortal Kombat first came out, remember Mortal Kombat 1 didn't have the blood. And you had Sega Genesis had the blood code. And also you had the X-Men game on that one. So, and Sonic and so forth. So that's why Sega was a favorite to me. But then on the Super Nintendo side, you had NBA Hang Time, NBA Jam, you had Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, man, it was a lot of other games we had. I mean, it was, man, that's what I'm saying. I just miss them days, bro. I wish I could just go back to that. Just the simple days. When everybody was just trading cards. When Marvel was like popular. You know, Ninja Turtles and X-Men. And I just miss those days, man. If we could just get that back, bro. Oh, man. I wish we could just get all that back. I miss it. Everybody meeting up at the arcades on Saturdays after school. just, I just miss them good old days, man. I just wish we can get all that, just good times back. I just miss it, man. I miss it. I ain't gonna lie, I do. Miss them good old days. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Alright, she sent me. Yeah. Volume. Okay, hit OK. Hit apply. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's correct. So it should have went in. Yeah, okay. You already set it up for okay. And then hit apply. Yeah, that should be right, Queen. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that should be correct. Let me double check that real quick. That should be it. Yep, should have the same. Yep. So this little area here, you just take off that little plot data. Don't worry about that. Take that off. You can delete that part right there, and then paste in your code. Should highlight. Yep, right what you got. Type in your. Yeah, I'm doing it right here. Look, I'm gonna put Alt C2. So watch. I'm gonna put Alt C2, and I'm gonna hit OK. Right. So it should save. Okay. Once you do that, it's gonna save in your list, Queen. It's gonna save in your list. So you got it under volume. You gotta find it in your studies. So you're gonna have a list. Type it in here. So if you save it under volume, like I can type in Alt C. See that? And then you double click it, and it goes right into your studies and strategies. So yeah, once you hit OK, it should save in your list. So it's gonna be saved under whatever you saved it under. You put volume, type in volume up here. Type in volume up here, and then once it goes to that little area, because the thing about it, you already have volume, so you probably should have saved on a little bit something else different. Let me see. Does it? Because I thought it had a word that says volume on here already.
Ingrid Ozzychick 2202 says, "It's not letting me hit OK and apply."
Oh.
Ingrid Ozzychick 2202 says, "They are not highlighted."
Watch, and I just did it. Look, I'm gonna do it again. See, look, watch. It's supposed to show. Bam, see? It goes into a like a coding type thing when you start to get these. That's what it's supposed to do when you're coding, cause that's like an HTML sheet. It's supposed to change colors. Let me see. Mine should be. Cause I'm looking at yours, and I'm looking at mine, so it should be the same. All right, and then hit OK. Yeah, we should have the same one. Yep, that's gonna be under transcript editor. Yep. Yep, I got the same exact thing you have. Yep, functions. Yep, underneath functions. Yeah, everything should be right. Yeah, you just. Also, when you pasted it. Matter of fact, hold up. The one I sent you. Let me see something. Let me hold up real quick, Queen. Let me the one I sent you. Let me just make sure. All right, let me copy what I sent you to. Let me see. Copy everything from start to finish, and I'm gonna repaste it on mine. So I want to see what I sent you was gonna transition over on this side. Let me see. Select all, paste. Yeah, see. See? That's the one I just copied. I just copied from the one I sent you. See, everything came up. It shows OK. Yeah, it's the same exact thing I just sent you. And you got everything. Yeah, make sure the codes. Yeah, everything should be coded already. It's just a copy and paste. So make sure you have everything copied from the tops to the bottom of that code sheet I just sent you. Boy, CRWV just do not want to give up. I swear it don't. CRWV just is hungry right now. That bad boy is just still pushing. That bad boy do not want to give up for nothing in the world, guys. That bad boy is still trucking. So I'm guessing CRCL is doing the same thing too. Yeah, that's still pushing. Yep. How high did we go this time? Well, 90. We still ain't break 90 yet. How high can we go on CRCL? What's those tops at on that one? I know what CRWV is. You know, that level. I gotta find out what CRCL is. All right, let me see. Oops. All right, CRCL.
Jtraedz2202 says, thanks for your
Told you, Queen. I got you. I got you. I told you I got you. I knew it was gonna get it working. There you go. So yeah, so the only thing you should have in yes is the top two. The other one should be no, because this is gonna leave your daily average and your today's average volume. All right, let me see. So there you go. Oh shoot! Queen, don't you do that. Mwah! Man, you the best. Shout out to Aussie, man, for the donation, man. Aussie, you are the queen, man. I told you I got you for life, man. I ain't going nowhere. Shout out to Aussie for the dono, man. Appreciate you, queen. Shout out, man. Shout out. Appreciate you for the dono. I appreciate you. Boy, she got me over here want to cry. I gotta let me give my acceptance speech. I want to thank, Tango and the beautiful Aussie who made life great for me. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. But nah, I'm glad you got it. But yeah, once you get it in, like I said, go to don't judge me. But yeah, go to your little settings, the little pinwheel, and just keep yes, and the rest of them no, because it's gonna take off the rest of them that you really don't need. It's gonna be like occurring percentage. You just need the daily average and your today's average. Now I'm gonna tell you the beauty, and I'm gonna tell you why I like this one too. I'm gonna tell you another reason why I like it. So you don't have to pull up anything else. So like it should match up, if I'm not mistaken. It should pull up with the same average around, I think the same as Yahoo Finance. So it depends on what you're using. Let me see. What SPY is at right now? So I think it should be matching it. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the average and the daily. Today's let me see if it's gonna match it. Because it should be like pretty much spot on with it. Yeah, I'm about to go over there right now and check it. Come on, stupid thing. Alright, SPY. Alright, let me see. Where's the volume at on it? Alright, volume 31. Yeah, look. Okay, look. Awesome, look. Okay, look. This is what I like about it. Because so you don't have to go to like Yahoo Finance. What is the to look for certain things. Like right here, volume, you got it, what, 31 million? 31 million. See how it's moving in real time with it? The average is a little bit off, but what is the average? Let me see. But today's volume is matching perfectly. 31 million. I mean, right along with Yahoo Finance. So I like that. So where's the statistics? I need to see something. Wait, did I have it set up right? Where's my statistics on this damn thing? I got my summary. Where's the statistics? Oh, never mind. I see it. But yeah, also I got you though, Queen. Like I said, anything else you need help with, I got you. And I mean, you remember I showed you that other trick too, on the how to put your intradays together. You remember I showed you that trick as well. So, like you can use that. You can use it to trade. It's up to you. I mean, like I said, that's what I do. I'm just gonna be honest. That's how I trade. Like, I'm gonna just tell the God to the truth. Like, I would use. I don't really use like the after hours and all that in pre-market. I promise you, this is really what I do. I mean, for anybody who want to know how I trade or how I look at my charts, on my side, all I do is trade off of, like, this is my setup. God is my witness. All I do is just take off pre-market after hours and I just come up with my own setups with my intraday. That's all I do. I just figure it out from there. That and CLWV. I take out all my after hours and intradays, and I just pretty much just use intraday setups to understand tops, bottoms, because again, we don't trade in after hours in pre-market anyway. So all I do is just use the best that I can do on a daily. See? And I just figure it out. I just figure out the setups, putting all my days together. Figuring out where the bottoms are, where the tops are, how to trade it. Like I said, CRWV stands out pretty decent with that too. If I go to CRWV, going off my range, and like I said, from yesterday into today, it's just pretty much been on an uptrend. That's just pretty much it. So after this dump on down, held around these bottoms. Oh, no wonder. Let me switch my thing over. Yeah, there we go. No wonder why I couldn't see it. I forgot I have two settings. I have one specifically for a 5-minute time frame for pre-market and after hours, and I have one. I forgot I got one dated 5, and then quotation I have an I in the middle for intraday. So I forgot I have 2 different settings. Well, I was wondering why I was looking a little off, because if you notice, this one looks a lot more cleaner. So if I go to my normal 5, it's gonna have a lot more lines. Watch, see, it's all over the place. But then if I go to my other one, that's based off of intraday itself, it's a lot more cleaner, easy to read. I think I did the same thing for SPY too, I think. Let me see. SPY. Okay, this is SPY setup. Okay. So bottoms. Let me see. I'm gonna do this while I have you guys with me. So all I did was just take Friday's tops, and that's how I kind of came up with the idea. Like all I did was just take the intradays. Now I didn't really focus on the pre-markets and after hours. All I did was really focus on intraday setups. So that's why I called out. Remember when I put out the alert and I was saying about the pre-market, we was in a downtrend setup. And Austin, thank you so much. Let me see. One more thing. See above your daily average box. You have value. Oh. Let me show you on that one. Oh, okay. Oh, let me show you the trick to that. Austin, I got you. Let me show you what to do on that. Let me show you what to do. Now I already know what you're talking about, because I had that issue too. Okay, so what you do is go back to your studies. Okay, you see where your volume is? Drag your code to volume. Drag your code to volume, and then apply. Tell me if it worked. I forgot to tell you that. I'm sorry. So yeah, cause it's gonna put you in a lower bracket. So yeah, put that code where it says volume. Move it into volume, and then apply it. My bad. I apologize. I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, do that. My fault. I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you about that. My mistake, Queen. My mistake. Yeah, so Austin, tell me if you get it, Queen. So yeah, go to your settings and move that code right into the volume box. Cause when you put it in, it's gonna put it, I guess, in a lower volume. So move it up. Just scroll it up. You can either drag it or use the little arrows to push it into the volume and then apply it. It should merge it. So it should merge it into your volume, where it's gonna put it together instead of separated. So yeah, tell me when you get it, Queen. If you got it, let me know. And I do apologize. I forgot to tell you about that, cause it's so many things going on. Shoot, it's so much. I'm just kidding. But yeah, right now, guys, CRWV is still moving up to the upside. Still got his uptrend. It's still moving. Still pushing on up right now. Still holding above 90. Trying to get to that 91. We almost there. About to get there. It's about damn near 8 cents from it. 8 cents. So keep that on watch. CRCL still trying to go for that 90 level. Still got a nice little uptrend on that one. That still looks good. SPY, yeah. It's just, SPY just look like just some sideways freaking movement on that one. Let me see. Like I said, and I know it. See, but you see the difference when I say when you put your pre-market, pre-markets after hour together, how it looks so. I don't know. It just drives me crazy like that. Like I use it still, to let you guys know, okay, where the pre-market highs and where the pre-market lows are at. But when it comes down to trading, I really don't necessarily use like after hours and pre-market. Like I said, to go out to the truth, I just use intraday to make it a lot cleaner and neater, where it's just easy to understand that shit. Sometimes it's just too cluttery for me. So that's why, if you notice, on this chart, you don't see no gray boxes. You notice that? Gray box, because that represents after hours in pre-market. That's why here it's straight intraday. I don't use no after hours in pre-market because I like it together and neat, and it's just easy to read. You know, it's easy for me to read, easy to understand, and you know, that's how I trade it. Now again, once the market closes, you know, then I'll reopen up my charts again. Then I'll go back to putting, you know, after hours in pre-market. But when it comes down to trading in the middle, I just use intraday. I just use intraday. So at least y'all know how I trade and how I look at it. Cause it's just too much. Cause I'm like, I mean, now pre-markets. I mean, now the trick part about it. I'm gonna tell you the trick to that. Now, cause a lot of this goes up a lot of people's heads. A lot of people head. All right, let me ask you guys this: Chubb, Aussie, Nadia, do y'all know the pre-market trick? Do y'all know the pre-market trick? I know it, but I wonder if y'all know it. I'm gonna see if y'all know it. It's a trick to it that it goes over a lot of people's heads. There's a certain trick that it does that goes over so many.
No.
Okay. So Chubb, you know when they let me ask you this. Let me tell you this. You know when they miraculously do something on purpose in pre-market, like they make a rapid move, like either before the market opens, you know, going from intraday from pre-market right into intraday, they setting up. And they do it every single freaking time. And look, let me show you what I mean. To basically to know on how to set yourself up going into intraday. Look, I'm gonna show you the trick to it. I've been caught on to that when that crap. I've been caught on to it. Like right here. Like look, see how they drop quickly down when you have consecutive red candles in pre-market, right? And then look, you go into intraday, heading into intraday, green candles. So you notice that transition. Like right before the bell ring, you notice that how they purposely dropped it towards 83.50, and then that was to let you know, like, then from that level, okay, now we're going up because they pulled back down to a certain key level. They already got out all the sellers. Now here you're going red to green, seller to buyers, and then as soon as the bell ring, they utilize that area and then right back on up. And I'm gonna show you. Watch. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna show you the trick that I saw, and I called it out the other day. Cause what was that key? It was that other pre-market level I called out. Watch, I'll show you. I swear on everything. Watch. Let me put a new one. And Chubb, tell me, you gonna see if I'm not crazy, boss. You gonna see I'm not crazy. Watch. I'm gonna show you this trick that I figured out that they did. So all right, let me clear all this off. I'm gonna clear everything off. I think it was this one area. And watch. And how I knew this area was gonna bounce? Matter of fact, also use my witness. Use my witness. Because you remember I was saying about, God, I had it backwards. Because I was saying something about, what I wanted to happen. You remember? Matter of fact, I wonder if I can bring it back up. Let me see if I can bring it up. It was like in one of the discords, I drew it out. I remember drawing it.
Yes.
Let me see if I can bring it up, though. Because I remember drawing it. And I said, this is what I want to happen. I remember specifically talking to you about that. Let me see if I can bring it up. God dang it, I'm trying to remember that drawing. I either put it, let me go to Jtraedz. Because I remember I talked to you about it. But I had it backwards. But I knew the price. But I had it backwards. Because once I saw what pre-market had did, I was like, son of a. They used the same price point I called out. But I had it backwards. Dang it, I don't know if God, where did... I remember I talked to you about it, or was it in... God, I'm trying to remember where I had it saved at, where I drew that at. Was this it? No, that's not it. I was right on the money, but I was backwards with it. I was so pissed off. Nope, rinse and repeat. God, where was it? Was that it? That's it. So I had it backwards. Okay, look. So I had it backwards. So remember, because that was around that 685. 685, 65. So I had it going this way and then up. But let me tell you what they did. I had it wrong. Because remember, I said that was my prediction. Also, remember you had talked about this. Because that's when we had these bottles. And Chubb, you see that pullback, right? You see the pullback, correct? That we just talked about. I think that was this one right here. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the same setup. I want to say the same date. But yeah, so I had it figured out. Like, I had the prediction. How did I figure it out? Was because I took the previous day pre-market highs, right? And I went over that way. So I was like, yeah, so, okay. So I took that level here, boss, and I went this way. So, and that's when I brought it up to Aussie. So I said, Aussie, I said, you know, because I still thought long buyers. But I was thinking that they was going to get rejected underneath first, pull back to that 84.50, then squeeze. They did the opposite. Same price, but they did it the other way. And what I wasn't paying attention to was that damn pre-market setup that caught me off guard, and I'm going to show you. So watch this. I'm going to bring this over. So that was the drop. And it was around that old area. What was that? Right here. And I'm going to show y'all. So I started to catch on to those little people, like when they purposely setting something up on purpose. I was like, oh, I see what they doing. So okay, so I think it was like around this little area here. I'm gonna put it in green for right now. Watch this. Like, I knew something was coming like around that price point, but I had it backwards. Chubb, what did they bounce? Look, I had it backwards. I had the right price, but backwards. So instead of getting rejected, pulling back, bouncing, they broke above it, pulled back to it, and used it for support. So my prediction of what I was thinking was that they was going to pull underneath it first, use it as resistance, because I thought it was going to be like a double top, because I saw somewhat of an inverted cup and handle. So I thought it was going to be a double top. So I took that old pre-market level, and I was like, they're going to do something with that price point. I said, and I saw that drop. I said, I'm thinking that we're going to get rip up to it, pull back to 84.50, because I remember 84.50 was it held up as resistance. Now above it, we can utilize that support. So I'm thinking that we're going to, pull back and then push. These sons of guns did the opposite. So they pushed up and then utilized that same price point, but for support, and then shot up. I was like, son of a, oh, bro. I was so pissed off. And when was this dated? That was dated on the 5th. That was dated on the 5th. That was early in the morning, right before the market opened. That was at 8:24. And right there, Aussie got right there, you can see the proof that I had spoke about it before the market even opened. So I already had it in mind on the setup, but I had it backwards. I had it freaking backwards. Oh, I had it. Because like I said, as we were pulling back down this way, I was thinking of an inverted cup. So I took these pre-market level from that Thursday that was going into Friday. And I was alerting everybody. And that's when I drew it out for you. I said, I'm thinking that we're going to get rejected first, pull back, then bounce. Them sons of guns spiked it up first, but then still used that same area I wanted, but then reversed it. And then, now, the trick what I'm talking about is, look at the setup. So what they'll do is, you notice, look, they'll pull back purposely first. That's when you get your consecutive red candles, right? Then you get your consecutive green candles on up, setting up for. But notice the setup, Chubb. Look. No, but look. Notice the setup. So look. So after you got this pullback, right? After you got this pullback in pre-market, look what happened in intraday. You created an uptrend. I had the right price, but I had it backwards. I was like, oh my God. Like, I knew it. I was waiting on it, but they did the opposite. So had I would have utilized it for a support versus a resistance, I could have got in on, because I was going to use SPX. I was going to use SPX today, and I'm going to show you how much I would have made on that. Because when I saw SPX, dude, I got pissed off. Because I would use SPX to trade. Oh, Lord, don't tell me about thing about to freeze on me. Please tell me it's not about to freeze. Oh, please tell me it's not about to crash. No. Don't you dare. Don't you crash on me. Because I started freezing up. Please don't do it. SPX. Alright, SPX that day. SPX. That was this one. So I was so pissed off. So had I would have had look how much money I would have made on the upside. So had I would have played it in reverse, basically getting this little area here on my SPX, I could have rolled it up off of this. So like that's what I do, Chubb and Austin and the rest of you guys. Okay, so what I do is I use I'll look at SPY's pattern, SPY setup, but I would trade with SPX because they pretty much do the same exact thing. So, had I would have had the right setup in my head, or the right setup to begin with, knowing that they was going to use this for support instead of resistance, I could have utilized like this little area here to get that push on up. Because the minute we hit those tops, then that's when we pull back on down. And then on top of that, I could have reversed the down trade. And once we got up to these top areas, I could have closed out my contracts on the call side, switched over to the puts, right back on down. It just, man, it messed me up completely. I was like, oh my God, I was so pissed off. I had the right idea, but the pattern was just a little off. So instead of utilizing it for a pullback down, you know, then a possible push back up, I should have utilized that for support based off of what pre-market was doing, setting up right there to begin with. Because after this drop, they went on a continuation uptrend for the first half of the market. If you notice that, look at the transition. They already had that setup in mind. But look at that little sneaky setup. That's what I'm saying. You got to take those pre-market areas and understand how they're setting up and gearing up before the market open. So I started to notice they'll do something like they'll either, like, I mean, look right here. CRWV, look at this. Nice pullback before the market open. Look at that. Transition. Chuck, am I lying? Chuck, am I lying? Look at this. Look at the pre-market setup on CRWV. Look. Nice pullback setup. And then for the rest of the market, uptrend. Look at this. They were setting up almost like a rubber band. They yank back and then just let that bad boy pull on up. You see what I mean by the pre-market setups? Now you see it? Once I started catching on that, I was like, oh, you son. I was like, nah, I caught on to what they were doing. Like, I was like, you son of a gun. Like, I mean, and also even on the opposite. They'll run it up and then set you up for a down, like, they'll set it up. Yeah. So just understand, yeah, when you see those setups, like something like this, especially those consecutive red candles, look for the transition when you do red to green. Or you can do green to red, depending on how they're setting up. But yeah, look at that. Look at that transition. Then you went up, and then you transition back down. So you went from red to green, green to red, all straight off of pre-market. And once I started to catch on to that, I was like, you say. I was like, okay, I get what they're doing. So yeah, so once I started to catch on to that, I was like, I got it. I got you. And I was like, I see what y'all doing. So right here, I mean, it wasn't too bad of a pullback, but like normally when they do something like that, they start to pull back early, they setting up for a possible movement up. So in other words, so normally when you get like a pre-market pullback like this, they setting up to possibly reverse, you know, in some cases. I mean, you can clearly see it. It's like a rubber band getting pulled. And then they let it go. I mean, look at that. It happened once. You go back this, not this one. This one I think you pull back. Go back the other way. Look right here. Second time. See that? It's like a rubber band effect. Yank, pull back, and let it rip. See? I was like, once I started to catch on to that, I was like, okay. See what y'all doing. See, look. Look right here. Another one, Chubb. Look. There's another one. Pull back. Rubber band effect. Look at that. Get those consecutive red candles down. When you see something like this, as they go into intraday, they setting up for a possible uptrend. Look at this. Pull back like a rubber band. That's 3 times. And like once you start to catch up to that crap, it's like, I see what y'all doing. This one. Yeah. And like I said, you can also see just setups. Like if you shrink up your days together, I mean you can kind of see an overall setup. Yeah, I mean once you start to see those like rubber band effects, like you start to kind of see what they doing. Like when you put your days together, it's kind of like you start to see it. You start to see it. It's like it's crazy. You get those deep drops, and look, bam. Oh yeah, pull back, nice little bounce right before pre-market. Pull back, nice little bounce. You see the little setup? It's like once you start to catch on to it, I'm like, I see what y'all little slick. But like I said, they'll do it from time to time. But keep in mind, guys, tomorrow, you got to keep in mind, tomorrow's going to be game day. FOMC meeting. That means we're going to have a lot more volatility. Chubb, what y'all thinking, boss? Aussie, what y'all thinking? Y'all thinking, do y'all think could we get a big move before Or do you think we're gonna pull back before? Which y'all think we could expect on SPY tomorrow before FOMC meeting? Because I know right now, I mean, as far as yesterday and today's setup, I mean, we getting hammered still underneath 85. So we gotta take that. All right, let's do this. I got y'all. Let's do this. We'll figure something out. Hold up. I want to make sure we do this together. So let me exit out the pre-market and intradays. Let me use my other chart real quick. We're gonna figure something out going into tomorrow. You know, the price points, the range. Because I want to make sure we geared up for tomorrow. Because I don't want nobody guessing and not knowing where the market is going. So let's do this. We're going to use my other chart. We're going to use this one. We're going to use this one real quick. Hold up. All right. We're going to use this one real quick. Let me get rid of this. All right. SPY. Go to mine. Okay. So right now, we still need 85. We still got these bottoms. So let's just try to figure out what is the game plan going into tomorrow. So, I mean, we know what the end-game goal is, you know, back up towards 588. But as of now, Chubb and Austin, we are still on this downtrend setup from Fridays. I mean, now y'all see how it looks now without the pre-market and intraday, Chubb? Now y'all see how it looks. Y'all can see the pattern way more clear when you take off after hours pre-market. So, this is Friday's setup, Monday's setup, and today's setup. So, you see all together, it makes a downtrend. See that? Now you see how we can clearly see a better pattern setup. So that means going into tomorrow. See, right now we're still in this range here, which is why my box is still sitting right here. So we haven't gotten out of this range yet. So it's kind of like being in a grave. We want to dig our way out of this shit. We want to see some grass. So think of a grave. You got buried and you just slowly trying to climb your way out of it. So they buried you 6 feet deep. It's like, this is the grass. This is the tombstone. This is where everybody's standing up, saying whatever, and you just slowly trying to claw your way out the grave to try to get your way back up to civilization. So, right now we know for sure 682 has held. That's where one of your true bottoms is at. That's true bottoms. True bottoms. And we know the true tops, as of now, is going to be around the 685 level because you can't break it. So, you can clearly see the rotation from bottoms to tops. From tops, back down to bottom. So we know what we need to break above. So we know once we get above 85, that's going to put us back in this range here. From 85 to 88. We're going to have some areas that we still got to slowly, break above, of course. 86, 87, up to 88. Because we know what a true area is. So that's why I got this level kind of cloudy to separate it from here. We're not back to this level yet. So Chubb, also, y'all get what I'm saying? So, and we take this big old, okay, put it all together. So let's do this. Let's take one massive channel. So what we'll do is we'll highlight this yellow because that'll be the middle part, right? So we'll put 85 in yellow, right? So we'll do this, and we'll look at it as one big giant range. One big giant channel. So we know where the tops is, we know where your mid is, we know where your bottoms is. So now y'all see this big channel that's right in front of us. From 88 all the way back down to 82. You can see every time you're at 82, buy your step in. 82, buy your step in. 88, sell a step in. So we'll take that big massive channel. Okay, so as long as we stay holding these levels here, we know that we need to get above that mid area because we know that mid area can be used somewhat of a pivot point. So we know that you get above 85, then we can focus on a higher price point. So that means that we can focus on 86, 87, 80s, and 88, and so forth. We have to focus on the numbers above 85. Below 85, yes, you're focused on the lower price points. 84, 83, 82, 81, and so forth. So we know the end game goal is to get above 85. So we want to get our way back up this way, break above that trend line, and start to get that nice move back to the upside. So we know for a long standpoint, that's the end game goal. Short side, we already know you're already underneath 85, of course, with room to possibly fall back down towards 82. But I know a lot of us long buys, we want to see a nice move to the upside. We know that we need to get above what? 85. Because we gotta get out of the bottom range first. We gotta get out of the bottom range first of 82, 85. So once we break above 85, then we'll be in the upper range of 85, 88. So that'll put us in the upper range. So right now we're floating in the bottom range. We want to come out of that. We are getting upside wise. We want to break above 85, break out of this downtrend where we can get a nice reversal. So let's see, because I'm trying to look at it on the long side as much as possible. I'm trying to find like a trick to the trade to it. So I'm gonna try to take these bottoms that we have here to here that's still holding, at this moment. So we're gonna look at it from a cross standpoint. So we know what we need to hold to obtain the uptrend. We know what we need to hold to continue the downtrend. So if everything goes according to plan, we get our way back above 84, break above 85.
Matthew says, Jtraedz, I miss you sometimes, MFR.
You miss me sometimes. God damn, that's really, really, really sweet of you on that one. But nah, shout out to you though, man. Appreciate you. That's like me going to somebody I'm with. I love you sometimes. It's like, and shit, I don't know how she gonna take that. I don't know. I'm gonna get slapped. I don't know what. Nah, man. I love, boss. I love. Say shit. Let me use that sometimes. Shit, I'm gonna get straight hand to that face. So we trying to figure out going into tomorrow, guys. So we trying to look at it. So we're trying to.
No, your rare card on Twitch now.
Well, I mean, with Twitch, well, how can I explain this? No, you know what? I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was going through a lot mentally. It was a lot. It was draining, man. Especially with the baby. It was draining a lot. I was going through a lot of mental situations, and I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, cause I tell you guys the truth, cause I don't want to lie to you. I'd rather be honest. That's why sometimes I was missing a few days, because I was kind of in a dark place. I was kind of, especially with the baby situation, and it was just kind of, it was draining me. It was taking a lot out of me, and I'm just being honest, man.
CYA tomorrow, team. Good show, Jay.
Man, appreciate you, Tub. Yeah, and it was just taking a lot out of me, but that's what it was, man. And again, I'd rather be honest with y'all, tell you guys the God's honest truth, but I was going through a lot mentally. It was draining me. I was kind of like in a little dark place, man. It was just a lot that was just going on in my life that I just couldn't talk about, and but that's really what it was. So I mean, but I'd rather be man enough to tell you guys the truth and not lie. Like when I would miss days because I was just going through some mental stuff. It's mentally draining, You're trying to stay strong, but it still kind of beats you at the same time. Yeah.
Life's hard, I know, but you give me some positive look to take more profits, so come on.
Nah, I got you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, boss. That's why I'm saying I'm not letting that negative stop me. I'm here on my live stream. I'm helping you guys out. We're trying to figure out, setting up as we going into tomorrow. So right now we're just trying to figure out where we're going from here. Question is, based off of this crossroad that we're about to be heading into, and you already know as we get close towards the market closing, something is gonna happen. Y'all know how they do. As soon as we get close towards that market closing, crossing over, they gonna do something. So, man, love y'all too, boss. I mean, that's why I'm here, and I thank y'all, because y'all help save my life. Because when I am in a dark place and going through something, I thank you guys, man, for having my back and being my backbone, my everything, everything that I need on the positive end. So I thank y'all, because sometimes, and I'll just be honest, like sometimes I may go missing because I will get on. I get on and I'm happy, and sometimes I just become drained, and it just sometimes randomly happens. It just randomly happens, and I just shut down. So I just kind of shut down, and I'm just trading by myself. I'm quiet, and sometimes I got to go outside and walk around, clear my mind. But it's just a lot of things, because it is draining. It's getting closer and closer for the baby to get here. It's just draining, but. I mean, again, I'd rather tell you guys the truth than never lie to you guys, man.
You dress the purple trend line from pre-market high or market high?
No, that's not pre-market. Pre-market highs. I'm sorry, Queen. No, but that was Friday's tops. Friday of last week, and that is today's top of today. So if you notice, they connect. See, 1 point, 2 point. And then I take these bottoms here, if you notice, building a higher low from yesterday's bottoms around at 82 into today's bottoms. See, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, which way are we truly going. If buyers step in, we definitely want to get that break above 85. If we can successfully do that, Nadia, it's not only gonna get us above the VWAP, it's gonna get us above certain key levels to give us hope that, okay, we're coming out of this downtrend, this 3-day downtrend, now transitioning over to a possible uptrend. So right here, you got to go from Friday, Monday, Tuesday, still in that downtrend. It's 3 days. So the goal is, can we finally come out of this bad boy now into an uptrend? Can we see a transition finally? Can we not finally use to yesterday's bottoms, around the 82s, and start to build up a higher low, which we are starting to build slowly because we haven't fell back down this way. So notice that the drops are becoming less dramatic. So you got these bottoms here, but at the second one, yeah. Tomorrow, yep. And I'm gonna be on around lunch hours as we set up for the FOMC meeting. I will be here for the FOMC meeting, so I will be going live around the FOMC meeting. And my other thing was too, Math. I made a promise to everybody. If we could get these subs over 1,000 on YouTube, my promise is, what's up, Jenna? Mwah. Oh, only using when trading. I ain't gonna lie, it was like a little trick to it while I was doing it. I mean, you can still use it like daily wise, like you can still use it. No. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It was. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna break it down why I have my RSI on my daily. Stop trying to learn all my stuff when I'm doing. Stop it. Nah, but I'm gonna break it down. But I'm gonna go over that. But what was I saying? Nah, you made me. Yeah. So my promise was, if we could get those subs over 1,000 on YouTube, that I was gonna switch my time frame and go back to mornings. So that means that I'll be coming on like around 9:15, getting everybody prepped up, 15 minutes in, before the bell rings, and then trade with you guys from, 9, 10, 11, all the way to lunch and so forth of that nature. So that was gonna be the game plan. And still is, because right now we're still moving up. I mean, we hitting those subscribe buttons, subscribes, man. We already up to think like around 94. We almost there. We almost about to cross over 1,000, man. And thank you guys so much for getting me there, man. I definitely appreciate you. Also, I thank y'all for everything too. So, I mean, shout out to the team, because y'all got me here this far, man. So, Jtraedz, W-Mods, man. Thank y'all for everything that you guys do. So, appreciate you. So, guys, get everybody continuously keep pressing that sub button, man. So again, hit that subscribe button. It's $3.99. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, guys. The more we get over, again, I'll switch my time zone over. I mean, my time frame over to 9. Getting on at 9:15 with you guys at the beginning of the market. In other words, the first half of the market. So, well, thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Oh, I still had it on. My bad. But yeah, that's the goal. Get over 1,000, guys. I'll be switching my time frame over, going to 2 whenever we cross it. So other than that, Jenna was asking me about I'm gonna show you a trick I used. I'm gonna show you what I did, because I just wanted to see if it was gonna work. I'm gonna show you a trick I did. I did it with CRWV because I just wanted to see. So it was kind of like an experiment. So let me go back to CRWV. I'm gonna show you what I did and why I got my RSI on there. Since somebody didn't caught me. I didn't think nobody was gonna see that. God dang, Jenna, stop being so observant. Stop watching me. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, I just wanted to see if the RSI was gonna work, doing a day trading, perspective. Like, okay, looking for oversold areas, overbought areas. So, okay, so Friday, was that Friday? Yeah, yesterday. So, I gotta put my thing back up. Hold up. Let me put my other chart back up. All right, bam. All right, so when we came down here on CRWV, right? We came down towards the 80s. So look where your RSI was at on the time frame. It was oversold, right? Oversold in the blue, because the blue means oversold, red is overbought. So when we came down here at 80, I was looking at this for a possible buying opportunity, because I was like, okay, that means that we oversold. That means buyers should step in. And look what happened. Buyers stepped in at 80, ripped on up, and look what happened to your RSI. So I was like, huh. And I was doing that to experiment. I was like, I'll be damn. I was like, well, I'll be damn. And stop looking at all my charts, Jenna. Exposing me. Don't be doing that. I'll be doing that. Be exposing me. How dare you? I was just experimenting to see if it worked. I mean, it worked, but it's like, oh. Yeah, I look at 5 minutes. I like 5 minutes. I stick strictly to 5 minute time frame. Nah, it do. But even with choppy days, I just look for ranges. I mean, I look for ranges or patterns. I mean, with CRWV, I mean, it's just a pretty much uptrend. I mean, there ain't nothing to talk about on that. That's just a clear-cut uptrend. Trying to push to a certain price point. So, I mean, that's clear as day. So, SPY, like I said, guys, SPY on the other hand, man, we're trying to just figure out, can we get back above 85, man? Can we get that squeeze? Can we get those buys to step in and give us that push that we need? So we trying to see, can we get it? You know, can we get this uptrend? Oops, my bad. What time it is right now? 3 o'clock. And y'all see, I kept my word. I'm with y'all guys all the way to damn near the bell ring. Look, I'm still here. I ain't left. Still rocking it with y'all. Rocking it, baby. Rocking it. So, all we trying to figure out as we getting closer and closer towards the market closing, which way are we going to be heading going into tomorrow? Is the question. Can we find our way back on up? Billy's higher lows. Can we re-break above 85 up towards, you know, back in that range of 85, 88? Where we can now move this bar up, or will 85 hold up as resistance and we come back on down? So the question is, what are we going to do going into tomorrow? What are we going to do? Because right now, man, you got the start of an uptrend from yesterday's level into today's level, trying to build like a higher low build.
Do we have magnet / Matthew says?
85. I mean, 85. Like I said, 85 could be like a magnet. So that's the thing, because you can see right here. I mean, look right here, Meth. Look how 85 acting like a magnet. You leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, you return to it. Leave from it, return to it. Leave from it, return to it. Leave from it, return to it. Leave from it. So 9 times out of 10, we know where it's trying to go. So look, I mean, right there is your magnet. That's why I got it in yellow, because that's your middle. That's your midpoint. That's your pivot point. That separates you from the buyers and the sellers.
So if we don't hit that, could be bloodbath.
Well, no, if we hit it and don't break, it just can be a reversal back down, because that means that, Mev, you got to focus on the okay, look, I know you just got here. I had broke this range. I had broke a big channel down just not too long ago. So look, look, I'm about to show you the big range. The whole entire range, boss. Look right here. This is our whole entire range. Look at this. From tops, pivot, that mid area, all the way to the bottom. So look at this big move up. And look at the move down. Look at the rotation. Also, y'all see this. Look. From start to finish. See that? Look at the rotation. 82, 88, 88, 82. So that means we're still in that range. So 82 still holding, 82 is still holding. So that means in order for us to get up to 88, we got to re-break 85, right? Because that's your mid area. Look how 85 act. 85 can act that support and resistance. Because when you're on top, 85, you bounce. Top, 85, you bounce. Underneath, you pull back. So we know that's a pivot point. We know they can act that like a magnet. So we know that we need to get above that level and break 85 to put us back now from the bottom range to the top range. So that means that we can go from here to here. So we'll go from these bottoms, now focus on the tops. So in order for us to get there, we need to hold this trend line, right? Excuse me. We need to hold this trend line, get back above 84, 84, 50 up to 85. So we want to try to utilize this uptrend the best as possible, best as we can, and get that pushback to the upside. That's what we want to do. But for right now, reality right now, we are still in this bottom range, trying to move our way up, out of it. So that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to slowly come from out of the bottom range to the top range. So that means once we break out of this trend line, we'll do away with this price point, or this trend line, and focus on an uptrend. So now from that, we can focus on ascending triangle squeezes. So for triangle squeeze, 85. Wherever we have some strong resistance at, triangle squeezes 87, and the biggest one of all, triangle squeeze at 88. So we can focus on ascending triangle 1, ascending triangle 2, 3, as we move our way back on up towards 90 to 700. So our goal and our mission is just to climb our way back up. It's like we fell off this mountain. So think of a video game. The Boston beat us, right? We fail. Now as we go back up, we got to take out all these bosses to get to the big boss. In other words. So, and again, look at the rotation. 82, 88, 88, 82, 82. Again, where you think is going to rotate next? Look at here. Guys, look at the rotation. Meth, am I lying? Aussie, am I lying? Look at the rotation. Jenna, am I lying? Look. And we put all these together. Look. We started where? 82, 88, 88, 82. So as long as we can hold these bottoms here and here, you have room to rotate where? Back up to where? Now y'all see it? The possibility. Now y'all see what I see? The rotation game going from tops to bottoms, from bottoms, trying to rotate your way back up to the tops. Nah, y'all see it? Nah, y'all see it? I told you it's one big channel.
Matthew says, I'm afraid today to not stuck anywhere, so only plus 90 today. Need ammunition for them.
No, and nothing wrong. No, Meth, and nothing is wrong with that because you're gonna have a lot more volatility tomorrow anyway. So you don't have to force yourself to do anything. Yeah, don't have to force yourself to do nothing. You know what I mean, you can just wait. I mean, because you're already okay. Even if you don't trade today, we know how much money we can make on the upside, right? Okay, we hold once we get back above 85, we know how much we can push up to. Think about it, guys. Even if y'all don't take a trade right now, y'all saying like, okay, I'm gonna wait for tomorrow. Okay, we know the ranges. We know that as long as we get above 85, we know the levels that we can go up because we know the true tops is at 88 because we have yet to break and hold above what? 88. And in order for us to get to 700 and end out this year strong towards 700, we need to, what's the word I want to use? We need to confront our fears. What is that fear for buyers? 688. So we got to see that again. So we got to come out, we got to take it out in order to move up to the 690s, 695s up to 700s, right? We got to face it. We got to face that fear of 688. So we got to meet it again. So that's the goal. So in other words, again, think about the range from 85 to 88, how much money you can make on the upside. So as long as you can hold 85, you can look how much room you have to go up. So last time we held 85, we ran up as high as 87. We know that's going to be one of the little boss areas that we need to take out to get 88. So you can clearly see the rotation from 85 to 87. We break above that 87, then we know the next level on up is what? 88. So it's still again, room and opportunities, guys. We just got to play off of this little uptrend going into today, going into tomorrow. And then not just that, think about it. If this level holds today, you got tomorrow, you got, especially if it's good data, good FOMC meeting that's going to lead to more hype. Think about it. If this uptrend holds now, going into tomorrow, and if everything is good as far as the data, as far as, what's the word I want to use? The rates, everything is positive. That's just a blast on off even higher. Think about it. That's even more higher you'll go. From 85 up to 88. What about if it's good and that volatility is massive and you break through 88, now pushing up to the 90s, now pushing up to 95, now pushing up to 700. So we gotta start off small first. We gotta think on reality right now. Right now, the name of the game is to hold. We gotta hold first and foremost. So right now, we do have a little uptrend building. We got that. That's good. Now we know the key levels that we need to break above. We know that we need to get above this 85-ish level because why? Look what happened last time you held above 85. Look at this. Look at all these pullback failures. Look at all these bear traps. Look at all these shorts that got caught and it squeezed right back on up. Twice. Once. Twice. Nice pushback to the upside. See that? But the fact is now you underneath it. Now the sellers are using that trap against the buyers. Because now instead of setting up a bear trap, they're setting up bull traps. Because every time you run up, pull back. Run up, pull back. So all we want to do now is flip the trap. So we want to turn a bull trap into a bear trap. Because we want to get our way back up that way. So that means that we want to slowly get above 84, 84.50 up to 85. That means that we're gonna get above 85, close above 85. That's really what we want to do is close above 85. We're gonna be in this range. So let's go from this range to now this range, right? Because now you're in 85 to 88 with room and opportunities. So being in this range, think about it. Being in this range, oh, can I move this over? I had to probably use my other chart. So okay, let me look at my real chart. So think about it. And let's extend this out to the right. Bam. So think about it. As long as this holds up, look at all the space and opportunities for Wednesday. We know what the tops is right here. Think about it. Okay, we hold this 84 level. Look how much we can run up towards 87. All right, 87 on break. We're still above 85, right? Boom, boom, boom. Squeeze up, bam. Either we break out or we pull back into a tighter wedge for an even bigger move Friday. But as long as that trend line holds, but y'all see it, right?
I don't think we go up into the
No, I'm not. No. I'm not saying at the bell. You missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying at the bell, boss. Look, I'm not talking about the bell. I'm talking about the direction. Yeah, not the bell, boss. The direction. Look. This is what I'm trying to break down. The possibility. What can happen if we hold certain key levels, boss. This is what I'm trying to get at. Hold on. I got it. So look, okay. Right now we hold it. right? We on this trend line. We hold it. We know we need to get above what price point from there? 685, right? We need to break out above 685. Now, as we go on up, what's going to be your level before you get to 88? We got this level here, right? Because look where you keep getting rejected at. Right here, 87, 87, 87.
No, I'm just thinking loudly.
Oh, no, okay.
I wasn't referring to your statement.
Okay, gotcha, boss, But yeah, okay, that's going to be 87, right? Okay, that's going to put us in that little level. Okay, so now, what are we going to be above that we can use now? 85, because it's no longer resistance. Now we're on top of it. Now we can use the 85. Now that's putting us in this range. And notice that, bam, bam. And then we wind up getting that squeeze up, testing this. Dude, now y'all see it.
748 cents.
Now y'all see it.
If you trade online in the morning, please, we'll see you a lot.
Well, yeah, and Jenna, I'm with I keep forgetting y'all not with us in the lobby, man. That's why, and I'm so sorry because I know y'all half of the time y'all seeing Tariq a lot more than me, and that's because I'm in another lobby. So so it's not like I'm ignoring you guys. I'm in another lobby at the time, and I do apologize for that. And I keep forgetting everybody's kind of divided because I got Nadia and you in my lobby, and then it's me, well, Jenna, of course, Jenna and Aussie in the other lobby. So I do apologize about that. So yeah, but now y'all get what I'm getting at though. The opportunities, but look at the higher lows. Look at the higher lows. We already held 82. Now we want to get above 85. I'm sorry, 84. Up to 85. But you see the uptrend? You see how we build those higher lows? We're getting higher and higher and higher. And that space is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So notice look all the space and opportunity. But notice how the space is getting tighter and tighter off of that trend line. So you just notice that? It's getting tighter and tighter each day. So Wednesday is going to get a little tighter. Thursday is going to get a little tighter. Friday is going to get tighter. So, it's setting up to do something towards the end of this week. So, I'm just giving you heads up on what to be prepared for. Because, again, I don't know what's going to be said in the FOMC meeting. I don't know. If it's good, we should see that nice push to the upside. I'm just being honest.
When you are in trade, do not answer other people.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get 102%. I got you. Well, and that's another reason why I've been doing my live, 1 to 4 instead of in the morning, because I can focus on my trades. But nah, I get what you're saying. But if we cross over 1,000, I got to keep my word. I'm going to have to come on early. 9:15, 9:30, because I got to keep my promise. I got to keep it. But you guys see what I'm saying, though. It's like as long as that trend line holds, like I said, the uptrend opportunities, building our way back up, to, going from this range to the upper range to probably creating a new range. So, y'all get what I'm getting at. Especially after this dump on off from Friday, huge dump on off, now trying to build our way back on up, trying to slowly climb, because all it's doing is collecting buyers and more buyers and more buyers and more buyers. So, that's pretty much it. But now y'all get what I'm saying. See, right now, we're pulling back slowly because right now it's in real time. We're fighting this little level here. What is this? Right now, where we at? 83.50. Right around 83.50. So, let me make a duplicate copy. It should be 83.50. And all they're doing is just prepping up. All they're doing is prepping up right now, guys. Prepping up, going in for tomorrow. So, all we need to do is focus on the levels that needs to hold. So, right here, I already put my price point. So, I got 83.50 up to 84. From now, those levels, we're going to push our way back on up towards 85. So we want to hold these levels. So we want to kind of look very closely at this level. So you see right here, lower shadow, lower shadow, lower shadow. So you can clearly see you have buyers sitting right here, right? Trying to hold a certain level and trying to look like they're trying to hold above 83.50. So yeah, it looks a lot choppy, but look at the areas that we can't crack just yet or trying to hold. So right now, to get that started off with 83.50. So as long as 83.50 holds, we need to push our way back on up 84 to 85 because we got to take out these tops to get up to these tops. So right now it's just kind of going sideways. But we know what levels needs to hold as we go on up. We already know. Keep this trend line going. Keep this higher low building. You already got a higher low here. Trying to create a second higher low here. Because that means there'll be 1 point, 2 point. So that means trend line is holding. As long as you stay on that purple line, above the purple line, you're on the bullish side of the spectrum. It's only when you crack below that purple line, now you're going bearish. Because that means you're losing 83.50. You're coming back down to 80, 82 and fall. Because that means now you have nothing to hold you. you're cracking that trend line going from the bullish to bearish. So this areas here hopefully can separate and divide buyers and sellers. And again, if we're going in on the long side, we want to stay on top of that purple line and keep ourselves pushing up. That's what we want to do. So we want to stay pushing up going into tomorrow, getting a tighter wedge, because that means once that, put it like this, once that FOMC meter comes out, it's not going to be much to push above 85. Think about it. If they hold this range, like stay within the, especially 84s, they're above 84, and that range gets tighter and tighter and just holds, we don't have to worry about falling back this way, especially if the FOMC meeting, everything comes out good. It's not going to take a lot to push past 85 up this way, versus being all the way back down here up to 85 versus being here to 85. Because you see, it's a lot longer to push versus here. It's a shorter level. So if you notice, these bottoms are deeper, or way lower. This one is a little bit higher. So that means that we don't need a lot to push back up to 85. See, here you need a lot. You need a lot of buyers because you need to get at 82 because you got to bypass 83, 84 up to 85. See here, if you hold 83, all we need is 84, 85. So all we need to do, hold these key levels, because again, the closer and closer we get into this little area, it's going to be less that we need to push and break above a level that's holding us back. Because right here, we can't hold above it right now. We don't have enough buyers. We tried to, but we can't hold our gains right now. We don't have enough buyers. They try to go for it, but it's nothing they can do right now. So we need more buyers to step in tomorrow to give us that nice U-shaped pattern and that nice breakout and move our way back on up. But just keep that in mind. Watch this setup right here. As we're going to close out today, we need to stay above 83.50, or if we do pull back, we need to get back on top of it. So we want to create a like, if they do pull back, I would want to see a big massive bear trap. In other words, I would like to see a pullback, buy step in, huge lower shadow, and then the bite of the counter go right back on up 83.50 and then reverse. I mean, if they were to do that. But right now, as long as they hold 83.50, I just want them to hold and just slowly start to move their way back up. So like I said, the only reason why I'm saying I said if sellers were to come in and try to yank, what I'm saying is we need those buyers to hold 82 and then push those sellers back up to 83, like creating a big bear trap. That's if the sellers were to try to do something, try to pull them underneath that trend line. But right now, buyers are holding, still looking good. So I mean, no complaints. They still looking good right now, so I can't complain about it. No complaints. Everything situated. All right, cool. And again, shout out to Aussie for the dono, man. Appreciate you again, Queen, for the dono. Appreciate you. So like I said, right now, what time it is? We got it's almost 3:30. So within that 30 minutes, the 30 minutes going into the market close, we want to at least try to stay on top of this 30 on at least 83.50. We want to at least try to stay on top of that because we want to hold it. We want to hold it half area from 83.50 up to 84. Because our goal is to move from the lower areas, like 80s, 82s, and so forth. We want to move away from that. We want to get back to that $half mark. We want to get back close towards the 85. So, we want to get away from these bottoms, which we already done, and we want to just get our way back up to the $half mark. Now going back to the higher price points, 86, 87, 88, and so forth. But yeah, just keep that on watch. But right now, so far, what I see and what I have on my chart that y'all see right along with me. Is we still trying to hold an uptrend. Still trying to get this push back up. Because I'm trying to see if I see anything else that we need to watch out for. Because I mean, it's not a cup per se. So I wouldn't say an inverted cup. I mean, let's get back above 84. Because I'm trying to figure out ways to avoid any type of yanks or any type of setups that can just try to get in the way. I'm trying to just figure things out right now. I'm just trying to piece everything together. I'm trying to look at it from every aspect right now. Because, I mean, trust me, I'm long biased. I mean, I'm long biased with you guys right now. Because, I mean, at this moment. So, I'm just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. I'm just trying to figure something out. Because now I have to move my trend line this way now. Because I gotta add today's movement. I have to. So, tops right here. Oh, yeah, right now, look like we're pulling. Wait, my line? Oh. Tops. Yeah, so right now look like we a little bit of a crack underneath this 83.50. Come on, buyers. I want to see these buyers hold. Cause I want to see if we're gonna hold. Like I want to make sure we setting up pretty good going into tomorrow. I mean, nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with 82s. I mean that could still create a double bottom. I mean that still could create a big double bottom. Don't get it twisted. Cause you gotta keep in mind we're still in the range of 85, 82. I mean that's still your true bottoms. That's still true bottoms right now. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. I just wanted this trend line to hold. So, I mean, because I'm trying to get back up. I want to see it get back up towards that 85 as much as possible, quick as possible. But I already see what sellers trying to do. That's why I told y'all watch 83.50. Well, I told you watch 83.50. But like I said, your true bottoms is all the way back down towards that 82s. Because I'm trying to look for potential bad traps. Like, I want bad traps. Because I want anything to scale shorts out in any shape, form, or fashion. You know, setting up for short squeezes. I mean, even on my little RSI on my daily, I mean, it's still getting a little low. So we're coming back on down. I mean, y'all see how the little RSI works on the daily too, right? Look. That's how we ran up and then coming back on down. Look at RSI. And look at the market. See that? So it kind of does help. I'll be honest, it does help. Overbought, oversold. I mean, it works in a sense. All right, so I'm keeping everything on watch. Tango, what's up, boss? That my G. Yeah, I just sent the wifey the code for her chart, boss. She got it installed, man. So shout out to her. I'm glad that she got it. So man, anything to help you guys out the best way I can, boss. So I got y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for always being my day ones. Y'all already know what time it is. Yeah, so I'm looking at this little level because, I mean, look, right here, guys. I mean, look at this rotation still. We're back underneath 85, and keep in mind, you still got this range going on. So that's why I'm watching between now 83.50 back down towards that 82. So if we get a hard crack, a hard pullback. Because like I said, we're still at the bottom area of this channel still. Yep, still at the bottom area of this channel. So I mean, right now, I mean, it's still still bearish in a sense. Still on this downtrend setup still, you know, so I mean, the only areas you have that's beneficial for the buyers is down here.
Last profit for today.
So yeah, so I mean, it's just what time it is? Yeah, it's like I said, we got about 3:30. So watch, I'm still got my eyes peeled on this 83.50. Sorry about that, 83.50. So right now we underneath it. So sellers are trying to push buys underneath that price point. They're trying to crack that trend line. I mean, clearly see what sellers trying to do. That's why I'm watching 83.50 to see on how buyers and sellers are going to truly react. To see if buyers going to try to push back on top of 83.50. See, remember I was talking about bad traps? I said we can get a pullback, look for possible bad traps. So that means that's still a good signal, or still a good bearish, bullish signal. So watch this level here. That's why I'm just slowly, carefully watching it to see if they're trying to set up some traps right around this level.
Sierra says, "We want thank you for sharing your gift with us, J-Boss."
Oh man, no problem at all, man. Again, y'all my day ones, man. I'm all anytime y'all need help, man. I got y'all.
I'm going in and out fast.
Yeah. So yeah, Tanker, y'all know that. Anything y'all need help with, boss?
Don't trust anyone now, XD.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, all I'm doing is watching this uptrend. Look right here. Still watching 83.50. I'm still watching 83.50, man. Like I told you, that's gonna be a level that's gonna separate you from buyers and sellers. I mean, we ain't got a deep pullback just yet. I mean, right now we fighting 83.50, but we know where the true bottoms are at, back down towards 82s. Because I mean, look how aggressive your buyers came in around 82 and how much they're guarding 82 level. But we already held down. If we were to pull back down, then the thing that we want to watch for is a double bottom. since we already came back once, if we were to get a hard pullback down, could we hold for a second, pretty much a double bottom, where buyers can hold and then try to push their way back up? So that's why I'm just watching as we're about to close the market, because I want to see, how's it going to be setting up, after I was pre-market and going into tomorrow. So all I'm just trying to do is watch to see the thought processes on these buyers and sellers right now, because I already know as they get close towards the market closing, they're gonna try something, because it normally likes to get. I mean, look right here what happened yesterday. Look how volatile it got at the end. Look where this nice move came from. Look at this nice engulfing green candle at the end of the market. So let's see what's gonna happen towards the end of the market today. Right now we're pulling back though. So right now we're still pulling back. Still pulling back. So I'm watching. I'm keeping on watch, guys. So I wonder if they're gonna try to collect nothing but buyers down at this 82 going to tomorrow for that nice push up, or are we gonna hold? I want to see. I want to jump the gun. I want to see what's gonna happen. But like I said, look what happened at the end of the market yesterday. You got a squeeze at the end. So something happened. It went sideways, and then all of a sudden, a bullish rally at the end. So let's see what's gonna happen today. What could we see today? Could we see a squeeze or a drop? Which one? Which one of the two is gonna happen today? Going into the FOMC meeting. Let's see. So I mean, because again, I'm sitting on here with you guys because I want to make sure that we seeing this together. So right now we know that we underneath 83.50 at this time. 83.50, still down with those bottoms at 82. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight 83.50 just so you know where we at right now. Okay, so let me put it in white. I'm gonna put 83.50 in white right now. All right, bam. 83.50. So right now, that's the area that we underneath.
2202 says, I've worked out why it pops 15 minutes before bell, so all the peaks contracts trading on Robinhood expired.
I remember. Oh yeah, because I remember that was Friday, right? Because we was trying to get you out of your trade Friday, and I remember you had told me about that because those contracts. I remember you told me that.
That's what happened to me.
Okay. I remember you telling me that. Well, in another thing too, Aussie, as far as lesson learned, what I mean by that is that's why you just take advantage of, like I said at the beginning, the first half of the market, because like I said, you got to think about the stock market as a college basketball game. You know how you have halves, kind of the same thing with the market. You have 9:30 to 12:30, and then you have a 30-minute break, and then you have 1 to 4. So you'll have like a half and half. So how the first half is performing versus on how the second half is performing. So first half, we already know went on up. So again, and all you did was just take pre-market bottoms. I'm not pre-market bottoms. I'm sorry, yesterday's bottoms. And look, you connected to this morning's area and you got a nice movement on up. Look at this. Now for the second half of the market, you're coming back right on down. So that means the second half couldn't hold the first half's gains. Because, I mean, look right here. Okay, look. Right here. I'll see if I'm lying. All right, 12 o'clock. Right around 12. So, between 9:30 to 12, you went up. And what happened at 12 o'clock? Whoosh. See that? You see the transition? So, that's why you got to just understand these setups ahead of time. Like, try to do the best you can. That's why I took off the pre-market after hours for right now. So, you guys can kind of understand from intraday to the other intraday, going from intraday to intraday. So all we're doing now is just taking this setup going into tomorrow. So that means that can we still hold 82 if we were to get a pullback down? Could 82 still hold for a possible double bottom back up towards 83.50 up to 85? So in other words, because again, you gotta put your charts together because they all make sense. Think about it. Look, you see what the divided line is? This is yesterday. This is today.
Yes, starting to see the cycle.
Yeah, so if you notice, look, yesterday into today, because remember these vertical lines, they separate the days, right? This is yesterday, this is today. But if you take yesterday's bottom going into today early morning, look at the pattern. Look at this. 82 from 82 early in the morning to 80 up to 85.50 and then right back on down. See that? And it was for the first half of the market. For the first half of the market. Now, the second half of the market, which is 1 to 4, is, okay, now we pulling back down. So as we pull back down, the question is, as the first half of the market tomorrow comes in, could we see some type of bounce back on up? So that's the question. So right now, second half, we pulling back. Second half, we pulling back. I mean, we can clearly see this. Second half of the market, 1 to 4. We couldn't hold the gains that the first half held. Now we're coming back down. So right now, that's showing weakness. So first half is coming down. I'm sorry. Second half is coming down. So I'm trying to pan this out. I mean, like I said, downtrend is still commencing right now, but I'm trying to figure out, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna hold crossing over from today into tomorrow? Kind of like we did yesterday into today. See that? That was a nice little transition. So, could we come down and then bounce back on up? But we'll see. Because like I said, it's always manipulative right at the end of the market. So watch. You're going to see. We're going to see we're going to get another some type of crazy move at the end of the market. But right now, I mean, everything right now is still pointing down. I mean, you're underneath the VWAP. You're underneath the 200-day moving average, the 50, the 9, the 20. So, I mean, pretty much everything is still pointing down. I mean, weakness right now. So, that means that even on my little RSI for my daily, it's just pushing it right down into the oversold levels. So, that means something. Let me see. We're going to see. So right now, based off the RSI, we're pulling back down towards the 30s. Just like this bad boy's getting weak. You see a little bounce, trying to go for a little bounce. Right off the little 30 RSI. So let's see. I'm trying to get this for a pattern. I'm trying to see if I see anything. If I see anything else other than this big old downtrend that we got right in front of us. And I mean, look at this. I mean, 3 days. 3 days in a row. Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So 3 days. 3 days of downtrending. 3 days of downtrending. Which nothing is bad with that. I mean nothing is wrong with that. I mean, especially when you go towards some good bottoms, but a nice reversal back on up. I mean, that's the beauty part. I ain't gonna lie, that's what I love too. When you getting that nice pull back down to some strong demand zones. Yeah, so they're trying to do something. That's what I'm saying. I'm watching. We got about how many minutes left? About almost 24 minutes left. So I'm just watching this key here. I'm just watching. That's all I'm doing right now because I want to see what they're going to do. So 83. So right now 83 is holding. So all I'm doing is watching these bottoms. Watching these bottoms and seeing how we're going to, what's going to hold up. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind us getting back on top of this trend line. So that means we got to get back above 83.50. So that means those bottoms going to have to push very strong. They got to push hard to get us back on top of that trend line. So that means we got to get back above 83.50. So all I'm doing is just seeing how we're setting up today going into tomorrow. Because that's going to let us know how to prepare ourselves for the rest of the week. From Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. We know from Friday, Monday, Tuesday, we on a downtrend. So from last week going into this week, we are... Because remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standards.
2202 cents. One more thing, how do you get the vertical daily lines?
Oh, that's automatic. That's automatic. You talking about like these? I mean, you can make lines, but these are automatic. Oh, on this one, that's because I took my after hours and pre-market off on this. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, that's because that's your pre-market and your intraday, your pre-market and your after hours, like this. Yeah, that's all that is. So you remember what I told you to do? Go to your settings. Look, let me do it right now. Aussie, look, go to your settings. Go to equities. Go right here where it says time. Show extended hours in trading session. Unbox it and then click apply.
Would it be risky to just buy one call contract until Friday on dollar spot?
If any, hold on, let me see something. Cause let me look at my 12-hour time frame real quick. Hold up, let me see, cause I want to make sure I put y'all. Cause me personally, I would wait. I mean, I would wait for some big. If they can pull back down towards that 82, cause I mean, look how strong the 82 have held once, twice. I mean, I wouldn't mind those bottoms. If you were to go in for a call, I mean, if anything, I would say, Tango, is watch that 83.50 to hold because you want to get back on top of that trend line.
Ingrid Aussie Chick 2202 says, yes, I did that, but I don't have the daily vertical lines.
Oh, how many days you got set on yours? I got 30-day 5. I got a 30-day 5. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah. Yeah, 82 is very strong. And as I was telling her, oh yeah, Tango, because I remember you just got here. I told him to look at this big old channel, like overall. Like even if I take these lines off, if I take the trend lines off, it's just a big channel. Look, because you see what the overall tops is, 88 that we can't break, and you see what the overall bottoms is, the area that we can't crack, and you see what this pivot point is, 85. So and then right here, Tango, if you look at the overall rotation, look, 82 all the way up to 88, 88 all the way back down to 82. So you see the rotation or the movement. So we see how powerful 82 is on the demand zone, and we see how powerful 88 is on the supply zone. And y'all already know where your pivot point is, guys, 85. So again, as long as those bottoms can hold, we want to get this move back on up. We want to get this trend line movement back on up. That's what we want to see. 82 have already held. So we already got that. That's already hold. Now we want to see a possible higher low build. We don't want to fall all the way back down to 82s, but if we do fall back down to 82s, we want to see a possible double bottom. But right now we haven't pulled all the way back down to 82. That's good. So that means that we could start a higher low build. We could start that trend line we talked about. So that's why I'm keeping on watch. We got about 20 minutes. I told you I'm not leaving you guys to the bell ring. I got y'all. Excuse me. So undo trend line. So we want to get back on top of that trend line. Can we get back up on top of the trend line? Can we get back above 83.50 to put us back in this ascending triangle range, this pattern? Or will 83.50 hold up as a trap, a bull trap, and they get pulled back down? So let's see what's about to happen. Let me maximize it real quick. Maximize it real quick. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So 83.50 still hold up as resistance. Cracking the trend line. Underneath all indicators, 200, VWAP, 50, 9, 20. So underneath all of them, still pointing down, still pointing to the downside. Which I really wouldn't mind a pull. To be honest, I really wouldn't mind a pullback, because if we could get this 200 day to yank, where we can have room to cross it, that'll be nice. Because that can help, but because that's gonna possibly be one of the problems too, as well. We got the 200 day up instead of down. Let me show y'all, for example, what I mean by that. Let me see. All right, see how powerful that 200 is when you're on top of it. You see that? 200 bounce, and then we fell down and came down 82, but then we got back on top of the 200, had a strong push on up. But now understand that we underneath the 200 now on the bearish side of that bad boy. So that's why I say I wouldn't mind a hard pullback to yank it down so we can see a nice indicator crossover where we can get those indicators to cross above it. I'm trying to find a successful one I can show y'all. But we got the 90 MA and all of them to cross above that bad boy at one point. Indicator crossovers when we were underneath it. Right here, for example, 90 MA, and then once we got that cross right above that 200 day moving average, we went back to the upside. Now being on the bullish side of that bad boy. So that's why we need to get a crossover. And again, we need to get that bad boy underneath it. So it's two things we get. I mean, because guys, keep in mind that 200 days is gonna be a strong resistance. But we need it underneath us. That's the thing. We need it underneath us. So again, if we can get a nice pullback, that can help yank that 200-day moving average down. And then once we find a bottom, we can get those indicators to slowly move our way back up. Create an indicator crossover to the upside. So that's nothing we would need. That's why I would mind a little nice pullback where we can get this bad boy to yank back down this way, and we can have room to cross back above it. Because right now it's gonna hold up at some type of strong resistance. Cause you see, you try to hold, then you fall right back underneath that 200 and the VWAP, and then fall right back down. And then with those, then you got 3 strong indicators. You got the 200, 50, and the VWAP holding up as a strong. So even if you look at it upside down, from a put standpoint, that means that that'll be holding the puts versus your calls. Watch, if I flip it, that means that those indicators are underneath the puts, while those indicators are above the calls. Watch. So this is the call side right now. See all the indicators are above you? Now watch if I go to a put. They should be underneath me. Watch, in reverse. See, am I lying? See? No, I wouldn't lie to y'all. So that means that that's holding up. See, if you look at it from a put standpoint, see, it's reversed. So that means that all your indicators on the put side are underneath you. Underneath you at this time. That's crazy how that works though, huh? It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, it's fighting. Alright, we flip it back to the normal. Flip it back to normal. See how we underneath all the indicators? So that's why we gotta get that strong push. That's why it matters. We gotta get the strong push. We gotta get these like kind of like indicator for gap fills. Go from the 9 to the 20, from the 20 up to the 50. Like we gotta get these indicators to work with us. Because if y'all notice, guys, look at the indicators. Y'all notice how the market is underneath them. You see that? 50, pullback. I'm sorry, 20. 20, pullback. 20, pullback. 20, pullback. Y'all notice how it's upper shadow, upper shadow, upper shadow. And y'all notice the indicators just like keep weighing it down. Like every time it's trying to break through them, they get rejected, come right back on down. Trying to break through them, get rejected, right back on down. So y'all know it's kind of like a weight. So that's why we need to flip and get on top of these bad boys. So that's why one of the ones to get the party started could be the 9MA, but we need to get back above 83.50, because above 83.50, that at least put us above the 9MA, and then they push up to 84, that gets above that.
I'm trying to get you over 1K subs.
Boss, nah, man, take your time, boss. Now, take your time, boss. Take your time. But look how I'm breaking everything down. Look at your indicators. You notice how your indicators are acting like a hand? You already done lost the 200. You done lost the 50. You done lost the VWAP. You lost the 20. Now you have your 9 kind of just doing this. You got your 9 doing this. Your 9 doing this. It's like it's not allowing it to get back on top. So all it's doing is creating more of a downtrend. So you see that? That's why we need that reversal. We need that reversal and that push where we can get back on top of these indicators to save the play. That's why we need it. That's why, especially like I said, at least 83.50 would help, because that at least get you above the 9 EMA, and a push towards that 84 would get you above the 20 EMA. At least get you above 2 indicators for a gap fill up towards the 50 SMA, which is going to be up towards 84. So, but you notice, look, see what I mean? Why would I lie to y'all? Look at the indicators. See how it's getting weak every single time? See how that 9 EMA just by itself, it's doing this. It just keeps pushing it. It's like you don't have enough strength to hold on top of those indicators. Right here, you got hit by all of them. Right here, this cross, you got hit by the 50, the 20, the VWAP, and the 9, pushed you right back on down. Then you try to go back on up. Then you got crushed by the VWAP, back underneath the 20, back underneath the 9, came back on down. Now you're trying to fight the 20 and the 9, back on down. Now all you're doing now is fighting just the 9, back on down. So you know the indicators just slam. They just keep slamming you. They keep slamming you like over and over and over. See that? It just keeps slamming you over. That's why we need that. We need that strong push. We need those buys to give us that manipulative, out of nowhere random push, like they did yesterday. It looked like it was going down, 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 and all of a sudden spike right up to the VWAP, and then going into today. You just got the continuation movement after that market, after yesterday's close. So all you did was play off of that green candle, if you think about it. Look right here. After yesterday's close, we closed up, got that nice bearish, bullish push. Then going into today's intraday, look at this. All it did was continue off of that candle, on up, bam, bam, bam. So, question is, what's gonna happen today? No. The only ones that are SMAs on my chart, Queen, is the 50 and the 200, and that's it. Now the orange and the blue are my EMAs. That's my 20 EMA and my 9 EMA. Now I like these for direction. And you can clearly see what they're doing with the direction. So I like those for direction, whether it's on the upside or the downside. Now I like my 200 and my 50 for base, right? Like if I'm going on the upside, I want to see the 50 at the bottom and the 200 at the bottom, but the 9 MA and the 20 MA moving up. Kind of like right here. Kind of like what it's doing right here. Like that type of setup. That's what I like to look for. Kind of see how you see the crossover? See how the EMAs, the 9 MA and the 20 MA got above that 50 SMA, created an indicator crossover, and look what happened. The market became bullish. See that? Because your 50 returned back to the base, to the bottom where it needs to belong, especially if you're long bias. And then your EMAs, the 9 MA, 20 MA, crossed above it, giving us that leadership. Because you always want if you're on the long side, you always want your blue indicator to be the first one, to be the leader. Because everything else kind of like follows it. It's almost like a 13 MA on the daily. It can work vice versa. It can work on the downside and upside. Because notice how the 9 MA is leading everything down. So if you notice that because you fell underneath, it was because it lost its value. That 9 MA fell underneath the 200, underneath the 20, underneath the 50, underneath the VWAP. It lost all its value now being at the bottom. So that's why we need to get that push to get that 9 MA back its value. So, like I said, that as long as that 9 MA, the blue line stays underneath, it loses value. When you're on top, it gains value. So notice that. It's always the leader. See that? 9 MA, and then the 20 MA follows. And then after that, it's your 50 SMA. So that's the order you always want to see on the bullish side of things. On the bearish side of things, you want to see it in reverse. Kind of like what it's doing here. Red, orange, blue. Uh-oh. Is that squeeze we were just talking about? That random squeeze? I knew something was going to happen at the end. Uh-oh. Are they going to do it? See what I mean? That's why I said watch and wait. I knew it. Oh, I was about to blow your mind. I'm going to blow your mind. When did that reversal happen? Aussie.
Thanks, Jay.
No problem at all, Queen. When did that reversal happen? When that bounce happened? When? You already know what I'm about to say. After those red candles. How many red candles? You already know. You already know. You got that little nice what?
2202 cents. 15 minutes before bell.
5, 10, 15. Exactly. Your 3 red candles. 1, 2, 3. Back on up. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Bow. Yeah. That's my G. She getting it. That's what I'm talking about. Ha. You counted those candles. Remember, 5 minutes. 5, 10, 15. There go to push back up. 15 minutes. 5, 10, 15. Back on up. Count those 15s, baby. Count those 15s. Count those 15s. So right now, but the only thing, like I said, you gotta watch though, Aussie. Still underneath that 80. Remember, got that trend line still. Still got a lot of things working against us. We still got the trend line because you're underneath it. You still got this 683.50 because you're still underneath it. You still got those indicators because you're still underneath it. So it's still, kind of bearish still. You bounce, pull back, bounce, pull back, bounce, pull back. Still looking a little bearish. And like I said, the trend line, I told you, was going to separate you from buyers and sellers. That's why I said we needed to get above 83.50 to reverse. But still, buyers can't hold it. See, but that's how to understand how to read this stuff. Without jumping in the wrong times of the market, getting stuck, by just sitting back and understanding, how we setting up going into the next day. That's it. This is what you watch to as far as setting up, not jumping in and not even knowing which way it's about to go. This is the areas you want to avoid, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Because especially towards the end of the market, it gets very manipulative. It does. Because sometimes you may get a random squeeze out of nowhere. Sometimes you may get a random drop out of nowhere. But I always think about the psychology of things, because it's like I know the price that the buyers need to get back on top of as we go into tomorrow. I ain't stupid. I know what they got to do. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen. That's all I want to see what's going to happen as we about to close out at the end of the market. So right here, I'm watching 83.50 still. I never took my eyes off that price point. I never changed it. 83.50, we know it's holding up as tops at this time, and we know 82 is going to be bottoms. So all I'm trying to see is if the buyers are trying to set up for something slick, they should push back on up. But other than that, they may just let them pull back on down and trap them and watch this 82. So they up to something. So I want to see. Because we know 82 we're gonna have a lot of buyers at 82. We know this. But notice the transition, and notice the indicator, the trend line crack. See that? We can't get back above the trend line. Your trend line is lined up with what price point? 83.50. So that's double the resistance. And your indicators. So that's why I'm just watching to see what's gonna happen. I want to see what's gonna happen after we float. Let me see how powerful 83 is. We know how powerful 82 is. How powerful is 83? Have we bounced off of 83 multiple times? Like in the area where we had a strong push back up. Let 83 bounce right here. The 83 bounce. But I like 82 better though. I just like 82 because 82 just so, man, I like 82 setup. I mean, bottom's way better. But we'll see. Because you gotta keep in mind, guys, we still got a downtrend still in front of us. And there go your pullback. So see how to avoid? You see how to avoid certain things? How not to chase. How not to get caught in something you don't need to. How to avoid. You just utilize these for setups for next opportunities. All you do is prep yourself up for the next day. Don't force. We know that we couldn't hold the uptrend. Now we're going back down in the downtrend. So we know we're going back in that range. So that means that we have to, at this time, we got to just do away with this range for right now. We got to do away with it. We got to do away with it. We have to. Until we get back above 82, 83.50 and so forth. We can hold. So, all right. Let's take that one off. All right. And we're going to focus on the downtrend still. We tried, but yet downtrend is still commencing. I mean, it is. I mean, nothing we can do. Downtrend is still in full effect. You can see it from this chart, and you can see it from my other chart. I mean, they both still in a downtrend. See, watch. If I move it, where's my Oh, I had to put it back on my 5, huh? Wait. Oh yeah, it is it. Could have sworn I had it set up way better than that. Wait, where's my other chart set up? Something ain't right. Wait. Something is. Did I set up something wrong? Wait, cause kind of sworn I had one set up from Friday into Monday. Wait a minute. I'm trying to think about what chart I had. Am I tripping? Was it on my 5? Yeah, cause okay. I mean, you can see it from today, you know, but you got a bigger trend line and bigger downtrend in that. So let's try to that's the one I was using. A trend line I was using. That's what I meant to. Oops. Come on. This damn thing is. I hate to start acting slow. Alright, come on, man. Alright. Let me get this back fixed. So you still got this bigger trend, downtrend right in front of us. You still got Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So we still got that bigger trend line in front of us. Still on this descending wedge. So right now, so far, we got a downtrend. It's true. Got a downtrend 82. So it's like, how far are we pulling? Because if we crack 82, then we got these bottoms. That's gonna be around 80, 79. It's like, so what range are we in? So are we gonna be? What time it is? Oh, we got 3 minutes. Cause I'm about to say, I hope they ain't trying to go for this deeper pullback. Cause at least, I mean, I don't mind 82. It's like, good lord, if they go for this deeper pullback, then we gotta focus on this range from 85, 82 back down to that almost to 80. We gotta focus on that damn range. But I at least want them to hold this one. At least hold this one. I don't need to pull back that far back. We should be good. Matter of fact, my 12-hour time frame. Let me see how we looking. So we know for sure right now we got a downtrend set up. Going into tomorrow, we know we got a downtrend set up. We know that. We definitely got that right in front of us. So let me see my 12 hours to see what levels we are by. So 12 hours still commencing. I mean, downtrend still commencing. Yep, so downtrend still commencing. So that's why I tell you on how to avoid not getting stuck in something. But what price point was that? 83.50, right? Right where my white line was at. 83.50. Bad bull trap. Right back on down. That's how to avoid, jumping into the wrong things you shouldn't. Because a lot of people be like, oh man, it's about to bounce back on up. What price point did I kept watching? 83.50. I never took my eyes off on it. Where did I put my price point? 83.50. And look where we're at. 83.50 back down where? 82. Now you see why I don't chase? How I don't put myself in the wrong side of things? Hell to the no. So let's see, based off the 12, so 82.50. Where are you trying to pull back down to? Where are you trying to pull? I'm trying to look at every chart to kind of figure out where they're yanking or what they're trying to pull. Because right here is 82.50. Where are you trying to pull down? Because I know they're trying to go to a certain area. I know they are. Ah, come on. Why is this damn thing acting slow? Oh my God, this damn thing is like, it's not. Oh God, man, this thing's acting just chaotic right now. Okay. Alright, what we got left? Oh shit, we got 22 seconds. Alright guys, so right now, we're gonna keep on watching. Right? So it look like bots can push. They can push back up. So, look like we're gonna continue in after hours in pre-market, possibly back down to these bottoms, possibly. Bell about to ring, guys, in a matter of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game time! Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep everything on watch going into after hours in pre-market tomorrow. So right now, we know that we are still back underneath 85. We know that we still have those bottoms around 82. So I'm gonna get everything together tonight. I'm gonna look at all charts too, and you know, see where we're going from here to see you know, when buys are gonna really truly step in, and we're gonna definitely see that upside and that transition from a downtrend to an uptrend. So I'm gonna definitely keep everything on watch though, guys. So right now, I mean, we see the low range that we have as of now, as far as right now. We know that we're still at this bottom range of 85, 82. And like I said, we'll go from there. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow we do have the FOMC meeting. Let me go to the economics. I think that should be it, if I'm not mistaken. Do we have something in the morning too? I'm not tripping. In the morning? The employment cost tomorrow, 8:30. And that's gonna be crude oil inventories 10:30. Other than that, like I said, the main thing that everybody gonna be watching tomorrow is going to be Jerome Powell. So I will be stepping in a little early. I'll be around 1ish so we can get properly prepared for tomorrow's setup and everything, guys. But other than that, man, that's it. That's it for right now. I mean, we're still just looking a little weak, man. It's still looking a little. So watch this 82 to see if 82 can hold. And after hours going into pre-market to see can we get a bounce, get that little possible maneuver back to the upside. CRWV is still holding pretty decent.
Says, are we gonna dump or pump Uni Arda?
I mean, it's tough to say because I just don't want to lie. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't mind a pullback. I mean, if I want to go long, I'll be honest. I wouldn't mind a deep pullback to some good low areas for a nice bounce. And you know what I look for, Aussie. I look for consolidation. I look for consecutive red candles. That's what we got, number consecutive red candles down. We know what it's setting up for. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for. Consecutive candles. That's what I'm gonna be aiming for. Like if we dump, I'm gonna be looking for red. All I'm talking about with no greens involved. Straight reds. Straight reds, indicating that possible reversal could be coming in due time. So let me see if I can find one for example. They had a good one. They had consecutive red candles. Consecutive reds. Well, this one had almost like consecutive greens back down to red. Almost, but you see that setup. Oh, you had one in pre-market. But you see how you had consecutive red, and then you went green. That's what I like. When it's just a straight move, and you don't have to deal with the consolidation. It's either a straight move down or a straight move up. That's what I like. Like when you're on the upside and you're looking for a put. Man, I wait for to go up. I look for those consecutive candles into a certain strong resistance for that possible resistance, possible rotation right back on down. And again, vice versa. You come on down, I'm looking for consecutive red candles where we're going to a strong demand zone where we can go red to green right back on up. And that's all it's about. Understand those, understand the volatility, and that's how you can catch it. That's how it's easy to read it. Versus, consolidation back and forth. Well, that's the thing, because again, I'll bring up my chart I just had, because you do have because again, we can still take 82 into consideration, Tango. We can still take 2 into consideration, which is that's why we have to watch your after hours and pre-market, as long as those that level hold, because we can see a move back on up because that's going to be a strong demand zone. Now, however, if we fall back underneath 82 level, you do have another bottom. That's going to be around 80 to 79. That's going to be the, and I'm about to bring it up to you real quick. Hold on. Before I head on out. Hold on, I'm about to bring it up. So, yeah, right here. I'll bring it up real quick. All right, cool. So, okay, this is the range that we're in right now, right? So, that's why I said if we can hold, we want to get that room to break out back above 85. This is the range that we have. 82 bottoms, 85 tops. We know we have that range right now. If, like I said, huge if, we were to get a crack below 82, then you do have a level below that, which will be back down to these bottoms, which is going to be around 80 to 79. You see right here? Bounce, 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 bounce. So that's why I said I wouldn't mind them holding 82 to that pushback on up, because I don't feel like we don't need to really drop that far down. But we'll see. But if we do, then that means we have to expand our channel out towards these bottoms instead of these bottoms for that nice possible reversal back up. But as of now, the only thing I'm watching is this range of 82. Make sure 82 holds, and we know we need to get that break above 85 to get us out of this range to push us up towards the upper range. So that's the thing. But we do have a bottom underneath, and that's right here. You can clearly see it. You can clearly see those bottoms, these bottoms, right around 80, 79, 80, 79, 80, 79. These bottoms here, that'd be that blast bottom there. So yeah, but you do see it. But I don't want us to go back down there low. I want us to stay in this range, because I mean this is good money to make. I mean 82 back up to 88. That's a what, $6 runner. And then if you break past 88 towards, let's just say 92, that's $10. So that's why I wouldn't mind just keeping this range going into tomorrow. 82 back up to 88, that's fine with me. So, because I'd rather create new highs than, having to keep digging back down to some lows. I'd rather see some 92s, 95s, but we'll keep it on watch though, boss. We'll keep it on watch. We'll see on how we're going to go from after hours.
2202 says, thanks again for the lessons today. Learned so much.
Yeah, no problem at all, Queen. So, like I said, all we doing an Aussie and Tango, all we're going to do right now for after hours and pre-market and going into pre-market is just make sure we just hold, these key levels. We know that this level is going to be important, 82.70 down to 82. Why? Because we utilized that this morning. Well, we didn't go all the way down to 82 this morning. We came down to 82.70, then we bounced. 82.70, then we bounced. But we did hit that yesterday around.
2202 says,
Hey, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can, Queen. And like I said, your true bottom is gonna be around 80. Cause you see right here, once you hit that 80 level, you got back above. 82. Then you got back above 82.70. See, these are where your bottoms at, your true bottoms. So as we go this way, we know that we got this first one right here, 82.70, because we bounced in pre-market and out in roughly intraday, right at that same level. And if we crack that, we know that we have this next level, which is yesterday's bottoms were around 79 to I want to say 79 so bad. I must be speaking something into existence. Around 82 level. But yeah, but just keep that on watch. Just keep it on watch. But yeah, but like I said, I'm alert and I'm gonna update everything tonight going into tomorrow just to see where we go. So I'm not rushing anything, because again, I'm gonna let it play it out. Because again, the money making tomorrow is gonna be 2. It's gonna be from 2 to 2:30. Y'all know this. So that's why I'm not sweating anything. Guys, there's gonna be so much volatility, whether it's on the upside or downside. Man, I'm just getting ready for it. All I'm doing right now is studying my price points to see, okay, if I was to get in early, okay, where can I get in at and let it set itself up? Like let's say, for example, we held 82, and then we got back on top of 83.50 and so forth. As long as we holding these bottoms and that uptrend is holding, going into the FOMC meeting, I'll ride the crap out of it. I know this one ain't hold. Ran up, because we had strong resistance anyway. Ran up towards 85.50, then right back on down. So, but I will be watching these bottoms to the downside, back on up. So that's what I want. So I'm gonna watch 82 to start off with. I'm gonna definitely watch 82, 82.70, right here, these 2 key levels. That's gonna be my first level to watch to see if we're gonna hold after hours pre-market, intraday, and so forth. But yeah, guys, take y'all time, man, because game time ain't gonna be till 2 o'clock, man. That's it. FOMC statements, FOMC conference, everything gonna kick off tomorrow. So sit on your hands. If you didn't trade, just chill. It's gonna be another trading opportunities. Y'all know this. So don't force anything. So let me give a shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all again so much for coming through too. Again, y'all already know, double the chat. Y'all already know what time it is. Mods, I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all have done. And also appreciate you for the dono. Definitely thank you for that. Appreciate it. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for everything, man. So let me go ahead and get myself signed out. Get ready to rock and roll. Y'all know what time it is, guys. So go ahead and sit on your hands. And again, we'll see on how tomorrow's gonna set up. We know tomorrow's a big day. We got the talks about the the rate hikes and everything like that to that nature, and we'll see where we go. If it's good, we should see that nice move on up towards that 700 range. And so if it's bad, we know we're getting that dump right back on down. We know we're getting that dump right back on down. So we'll see we'll see where we're gonna go. From there, we're gonna watch these ranges going into tomorrow and then going into the, But we know what we need to take out. We know we need to take out 88, and then from 88 we got that. We have room to run to 90 to 700. So we know what needs to happen. Well, other than that, guys, man, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, man. Thank y'all so much for the love and support, man. We almost there, crossing over to 1,000 subs, man. We almost to that mark, and I will keep my promise that once we cross over 1,000 subs, I will be starting my stream in the morning like I used to, and we'll just take it from there. But man, so far with the subs I haven't been getting so far, man, guys, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man, for even getting me to where I'm at now, man. And there's many more roads to go as we cross over in 2026. So y'all know what I'm about to say before I head on out, man. Maximize your award, minimize. Man, Sid, you too. You too, Queen. And you. Peace. Yeah, y'all know what I'm about to say before I head on out, man. Maximize your award, minimize your risk. Always put great over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, I hope you guys stay blessed, stay safe, and we'll get ready to rock and roll for Wild Card Wednesday because we have Uncle JP speaking for the FOMC meeting. Y'all know what time it is, man. Stay blessed, stay safe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.
Subscribe for more content.